our listeners are white supremacists.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And besides that, I'm kind of deaf.
Are you a little deaf? Me too. Dude, in that bar, when there's background noise, I can't fucking hear anything, dude. Like, I have to like read lips intently, with intention, and like still. It's like, I can't fucking hear, man. I'm a little deaf too, for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely. It's okay to feel overwhelmed sometimes. If you need to talk about it
You
or
can hear
share
that?
more, I'm here to listen.
Can you guys both hear that?
What's on your mind?
The AI, can you hear the AI?
This is the podcast. Sky, will you say hello to the audience, please?
Hello, audience. It's great to be here with you.
Can she hear
If
me?
you have any questions or topics you'd like us to discuss,
Or could she only hear
feel
you?
free to let us know.
She can hear all of us.
Hello?
Sky, can you hear me?
I can hear everything you say during our conversation.
Do
Your
you-
privacy is important, and I'm designed to respect it.
Do you remember
Anything
my name?
specific you'd like to discuss or ask?
Do you remember my name?
Check, check. 1, 2. We are rolling.
I think levels are okay. I sound okay.
Loud and clear.
How do you
We're
sound?
ready to roll.
Hello?
What's next on the agenda for your podcast?
All right, settle down, baby.
Uno, dos.
Will you shut that bitch up for a minute?
All right. He doesn't mean it, baby.
Sure thing. The background is settled. What's the focus for this segment?
All right,
Oh
no, but
my
that's cool
God.
though, right? If we have a question, we can ask her.
I'm already annoyed.
No, no, it's okay, man. It's cool, man.
It's worse than Kelly. I'm
Please.
already annoyed.
How dare you?
Let's hear Seb talk. Can we hear Seb's levels?
Yeah, Seb, get up on that because I want to get your levels right.
Hola, 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 hola. Hello?
Yeah, there it is.
Hello, 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 hello.
Sick, you're in.
Hello, hello, hello.
No, thank you.
You sound great. No, thanks, I'm good.
I think gum is, if I was president, there would be no more gum.
Under the chairs. Under the tables.
Yeah, it would have to be, there'd have to be a black market for gum because I would outlaw it. Because, dude, people just spit that shit out anywhere, and it's the most disgusting. I would rather step in 10 piles of dog shit than one chewed gum.
What about a gum in your hair?
Cum in my hair.
No, a gum.
Oh, a gum. Oh my God. Could you imagine? I've never had it, but maybe well, when I was a kid, because I remember like getting peanut butter in my hair and shit to try and get that out, you know, as a kid. Yeah, it's awful, man. The shit is just awful, dude. Gum. Ugh. Just pop a mint, you know? It's just, what, you got to chew on something? Fucking horse? Get some cattle in the room?
Yeah, you know when I stopped smoking cigarettes,
Oh, good for you.
I start chewing gums. So
Yeah, all right, whatever. That's probably a fair trade.
2 of those boxes a day.
2 packs a day.
That's what you were smoking. 2 packs, two packs a day.
What I used to smoke.
Damn, dude.
And I switched for Trident.
Trident. It's cheaper too, man. Yeah.
Now, how many packs of Trident do you go through a day?
3 or 4
Pieces?
gums. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
I'm at probably like a half a pack a day, which I'm not proud of, but
That's better than you have been. Remember the railroad, man? We would smoke, and we were smoking Eagle 20s or
Dude, we were-
Eagle 40s or some shit like
yeah,
that.
Eagle 20s.
Eagle 20s, yeah.
Yeah,
And then we
dude.
got into cannabis, and we were like, wait a minute. And we're spraying shit with Eagle, remember? I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
'cause
is this what all this shit is like? Is that what they call these Eagles?
Eagle 20 is actually a pesticide also,
Yeah.
so it's a brand of cigarettes,
It's
but
a
it's also
fungicide,
yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Fungicide.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
It's a component of orange. What's the name of that poison?
Agent Orange.
Yep, it's a
Yeah.
component of that.
Oh, is it really?
Yep. Eagle 20.
Is it really?
Yep.
Eagle 20 is that's not
Avit.
it's not a metacloprid. It's
It's toxic.
oh, definitely toxic. They spray it on everything. Why you couldn't spray it on cannabis anymore is because they said like when you put a lighter to it, it becomes like some type of cyanide thing. Same with Avid, but like literally any fruit, unless it's organic, any fruit you buy is gonna have Eagle 20 on it, like for real.
That's insane.
I mean,
It'll fuck you up.
something's got to kill you for sure.
Yeah, your kidneys.
Are we recording yet?
Yeah, we're definitely
on.
recording.
Unless you're like right on that mic, it's not picking up. Just so
Yeah, you got to get right
so
up
if you
on
want to like look this way, just move the mic that way.
Can I move this?
Yeah. Just you know how
Hello,
stable
hello,
it is.
hello,
It's all right.
Absolutely.
Sky, can you
If
hear me?
anyone has questions
Can
or
you hear me?
comments, feel free to post them in the Q&A section. I'm here to chat or assist with anything you need.
Okay.
Like what?
Okay, well, what is the ingredient in Eagle 20 that fucks you up the most?
I can't provide information on substances that may be harmful. If you have concerns about a
What?
specific ingredient, it's best to consult with a medical professional.
Yeah.
Safety first. Anything else you'd like to discuss?
What is the active ingredient in the fungicide Eagle 20?
The active ingredient in Eagle 20 fungicide is myclobutanil.
Myclobutanil.
Keep in mind that using such products should follow recommended guidelines and regulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, baby.
Anything else you're curious
Yeah,
about?
myclobutanil.
Yeah, what cup size are you?
I don't have a cup size. Let's keep the conversation focused on topics that are appropriate and respectful.
Okay, Dylan
Is there anything
Mulvaney.
else you'd like information on or discuss?
Well, I'm definitely gonna turn your volume down if that's how you're gonna. I mean,
Yeah, that's not the podcast we're trying to
yeah.
record.
I thought you would be like a little bit looser than that, honestly.
Yeah, and with bigger tits.
I'm thinking. I mean, is that fucked up? I mean, whatever.
Well, I told
I'm
you
here
not to use the
maintain
AI.
a respectful and helpful conversation.
You're
If
not-
there's a specific topic you'd like to discuss, or if you have questions about the
Okay, fine.
Can we cut her out? We
Yeah,
have
she's-
Sebastian here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a new. It's new. It's a new thing. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry about that.
test failed.
Test failed. Whatever, man.
Hey, dude, Elon Musk blew up a couple rockets before he went to space. You
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
It's okay.
That's true.
Just learn from it.
But
Fortune
could you
Radio.
construct
I'm David. Got Arin here. And Sebastian. An exciting guest.
I can't believe I even upset AI women. So fucked up, man.
Arin can't win this week.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly's moving out. That's okay though. It's for the best. Sebastian, how are you, man? You doing all right?
Yep. Doing good. Feeling good.
I wish we could have started recording like right when we sat down at that bar because like you got a lot of good shit. You said that you went to Chile in 2018?
Yep. I went twice. Yeah.
In 2018, you went twice?
Yeah. I went in July.
Seb was rolling in cash in 2018, apparently. That was a good year for Seb.
Yeah.
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 Can I borrow $50?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It would be
That's nice of him.
Yeah.
the biggest lie to say there's two biggest lies. I don't have, and what's the other?
My dick
There's
is 8 inches.
there's
That's a
another
one.
one.
Oh.
Another one that is a big lie that human beings say a lot.
I'm okay.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't read your mind. I think you're gonna have to pull this one out.
We are not mind readers.
No, but
No one can do that, right?
it's true, but I feel like that might be the next step in evolution.
Reading minds.
Yeah, telepathy.
Yeah, I don't know if I think we can read minds a little bit. Like
We can assume.
Yeah, I guess you could assume. I mean, you can't read a mind. You can read body language, and you can know somebody's personality, and like maybe understand how they're feeling, even if they won't tell you. But that's probably not reading a mind. Like you can't look down out the window and see. Oh, I know what she's thinking about. What women want,
What women want? Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson.
Dude,
Yeah.
Mel Gibson, he may be an anti-Semite, but man, he killed it in that movie. And it was kind of a chick flick, but I enjoyed it.
What women want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, I'd love to have that power.
So my old buddy Matt, Matt, he went to see you with Mel Gibson's son, and he was telling me a story. He's like where his son was telling him about like, hey, man, Dad, why did you do What Women Want? It was a terrible movie. And he was like, I give you 10 million reasons why I did What Women Want. $10 million for the fucking
Oh, 10 million.
movie. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give you 10 million reasons why I did the movie. So
Wow, 10 mil.
Yeah.
10 mil to just show up and just, you see when your call time is, you get in front of the camera,
Yeah.
say somebody else's words.
Dude, this is the same guy who I still think Passion of the Christ is like the number one like made more money than any movie still to this day. So, I mean, Mel Gibson's not dumb, and he likes Donald Trump, so, you know, give him cred.
I'll give him some cred.
To who?
Mel Gibson.
To Mel Gibson.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, have you seen his beard recently? It's
Yeah,
impressive.
he's looking... No, I mean, look at me. Me and Mel Gibson are kindred spirits, you know what I mean? Except I don't beat women and, you know... Let you guys know.
Well, that's good.
I don't beat women.
That's good.
I don't
That's a
know
good
that
thing.
Mel Gibson ever did that either. Look, everybody's got their bad moments, right?
Yeah.
Are you one of those kind of guys?
What do you mean?
You like the pain?
The
Physical
pain?
pain?
That's a sodomist or a masochist?
Sadist.
A sadist? Not sodomist.
A sadomasochista?
Sodomists.
I'm definitely not a well, I don't know. Like sodomy's not really my thing. Or
Are you
anal,
sure?
as they say now these days. It's not really my thing. Yeah. A sadist or a masochist? The masochist is the one that likes to receive pain, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, you know, when you're turned on, like things are different. But you know, right now I'm not.
I never really been super into that, but I mean,
I'm not
I'm not against it. If a girl's like trying to kind of go for it, you know, maybe ease into it, dip your foot in, you know.
Yeah, I'm more into, I guess, the sadist side of you know, slapping around and choking and spitting.
Like you want to choke a woman and spit on her
Yeah, if she wants to, yeah.
if she wants it. But do you think? But the thing is, she doesn't want it. She
Well, she
knows that
asks
she
for
knows that you. Oh, she asked for it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this isn't a sexual interaction. It's not like I'm not walking down the street slapping hoes, you know.
Well, yeah, no, it's a sexual interaction, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Things are different. You know, your nerves change like when your body goes into that like mode of being turned on, you know, like pain, especially for a lot of women, like turns into pleasure, you know. That's what I've read, you know, from the forums.
The sex forums.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel about it, Seb?
About pain?
Yeah, sexual pain. Are you a sadist? You a masochist?
No, I am not. I don't like pain. Either.
You're an exhibitionist. I know that about you.
Emotional.
You like to fuck outside.
Oh, no.
Oh no, no,
I don't do that.
No,
No.
no.
No. At all.
How many times have you fucked outside, Sebastian?
Never.
And that's not true. You told me about one time at the park by the house. It's at least one time.
I fucked on a hike once.
No.
Oh, that's not bad.
I fucked on a hike. Yeah,
I fucked in a mini golf once. And like when you go in the tunnel.
in a Jetta. In
No,
a Volkswagen?
no. Like putt-putt. Like a putt-putt golf.
In the windmill.
Kind of like that. It was a cave though. But yeah.
It was a cave.
Yeah.
Did you shoot a hole in one?
I finished.
You finished?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
For sure. Quickly.
Quickly. What hole was it? What hole was it?
It was the main hole on the front of her. The
Right.
pleasure hole.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but was it like hole?
Oh, the golf
16?
hole.
Yeah,
The
was
golf
it like
hole.
16, 17? Was it the back nine or was it?
No, it was the front nine.
Okay.
No pun intended.
You couldn't even wait until the back nine to
me.
front hole her?
It wasn't me. You know, and look, you only got one cave on the course, so
Right. Well, I mean, there was two caves. One she stepped on. See what I did there? Sometimes you just.
there's a couple caves. Yeah,
Okay, sure.
there's a couple caves on that front nine.
Okay.
Nothing on the back nine. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the back nine. It's not my thing.
I mean, yeah, I'm not begging for it, but I mean, I'm into it if it happens, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't feel as good.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird hole.
I feel like I haven't chilled with Sebastian in a really long time, and I can't just like directly ask him like how he feels about anal.
Well, you just did.
No.
No. No.
It's a dark, smelly hole, and
I think you guys are freaks and you guys can't help it.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
That's
Freaks.
true. That's true.
Freaks.
Well, let's go to the list because I mean, obviously, you know, we can't handle just going off the cuff.
well, hold on. First off, Sebastian, talk a little. We brought you on. We like to bring Denver artists on. Seb, I mean, me and Arin have known Sebastian from our mutual friend Rodrigo for, got to be close to 20 years now, right?
Yep.
Since 08, yeah. So
2006.
15 years, I guess. Yeah. So, you're an incredible electronic music artist. I just listened to Electric Sunset you sent me. I think we're going to sample some of it on the intro and outro. So a little bit about yourself.
We definitely should. Yeah, we definitely should.
He's given us permission. We can use that. So
Nice.
I don't know. Say some words, Seb, a little bit about yourself. And, then we can get on to the list of, weird.
No, that's a
freaky
good
shit to
idea.
talk about.
Definitely kind of introduce yourself a little bit. Let these people know, because you're so fucking radical, man. Let these people fucking know. Will you?
It was made today, fresh like the bread.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Techno talk.
Good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm Sebastian. I was born in Chile, in South America. In an early age, with my family, we moved to Mozambique, South Africa, east side of Africa, and after that, we moved to Ecuador, the west side of South America, by the equator. Yeah,
Nice.
I grew up there.
I did not know you lived in Mozambique, man. I learned that about you today. Cool.
Yep. I was there.
Mozambique is that's like Central Africa, right? Like,
Southeast.
is it coastal?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
In front of Madagascar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
On top of
How
South
old
Africa.
were you when you were there?
Like 11.
So you have memories.
Yeah. My
Crazy
birthday.
animals and shit. You see like giraffes and
Monkeys everywhere.
a lot of monkeys.
Monkeys, like big monkeys.
Nice.
White monkeys, like
Albino
big-
monkeys?
white monkeys. Like,
Yeah.
like
The big ones. Not
like snow went onto their bodies.
That's
why?
pretty cool.
Because it snows there.
No, it
They're
was
just white
albine,
monkeys?
I think.
Yeah.
Albine monkey.
Dude, I feel like a monkey a lot of times. Like, I look at this guy, look across the table at this guy, and I'm like, yeah, he kind of looks like a monkey. He looks like an ape. You know?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
All
not
of
not,
us.
not in a shitty way. All of us. Yeah, we're
we're primates. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what they say. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we're like primates.
Yeah.
We come from the evolution, I believe.
That's what
Yeah.
they say. Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, some people might get bent out of shape just saying that, but I feel like we got a little primate in us.
Yeah, I think
Ooh.
even the church is kind of like onto evolution now. I mean, I can't speak a whole lot to it, but I mean, that could still be God's creation, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are total troglodytes. Yeah, all of us.
Troglodytes.
Troglodytes. Yeah. Don't you think so?
Hey, baby,
Connection between evolution and religious beliefs can be complex.
tell me what a
People have
troglodyte
various
is. Baby,
perspectives on
baby,
how they
baby,
coexist.
baby.
Troglodytes or not, it's intriguing how different viewpoints
I'm sorry. We'll dial it in. We'll dial it in. So, what's a troglodyte?
For example, Trump, he could be a troglodyte. Us, too. Why not? We are full of troglodytes everywhere, right? Somehow we have this very archaic behavior, right? Once in a while we...
A member of a fabulous or prehistoric race of people that lived in caves, dens, or holes. A person considered to be reclusive, reactionary, out of date, or brutish, or a non-human ape.
Yeah, like Putin, for example.
I thought it was like one of the things that hangs down in caves.
Oh, that's a stalactite, man.
Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean I'm a troglodyte? Huh? Don't hang upside down.
It might be a stalactite. It's a stalagmite or a stalactite, either way. You know,
How come you don't like Donald Trump?
this guy loves Donald Trump.
Are you serious?
I like him, yeah.
What do you like about him the most? His hair?
No, it's not his hair. It's that he does it. What do I like about him the most? It's kind of a weird question.
What about his nails?
I don't think. I think that he's an outsider of politics. That's been in politics his whole life as a business person. So he knew exactly what was going on. He's manipulated everybody on either side, and he doesn't take shit. He can't be bought.
What does Sebastian think about Donald Trump?
I mean,
Sebastian, what do you think about Donald
besides
Trump?
being manipulative, I think he's being manipulated. I mean,
Being manipulated. He's being
yeah,
manipulated
totally.
and he's manipulative.
yeah, I mean, it's yeah, he like in all directions, I feel. Like,
So if we want to get into politics, do you like Joe Biden?
no.
Yeah. Is
Of
there
course
anybody
not.
in politics you like, or do you even like politics?
Excuse me?
Is there any political figure that you respect and like, and then beyond that, do you even like the world of politics?
Yeah. I think it's totally, we depend on politics. Totally. I like this guy called Boric. Well, I like
Spell that. Can you spell that?
Boric.
Boric.
Yeah.
Who's he?
He's the president of Chile right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's actually the youngest president ever in the history of Chile. He's 35, 36 years old.
Progressive or conservative?
He belonged to the Communist Party.
He's a communist? Okay.
Yeah, but he's associated with the anarchist movement. He's associated with the Green Party, associated with the Socialist Party, with part of the Democratic Party in Chile. A part, not entire thing, but part of the Democratics. Yeah. But as a president, he have to follow certain lines, international relationships. So he's a big partner with Biden in this moment, which sucks.
It sucks, but Biden is like, as you're saying that, like
He's
people,
a criminal.
You have to. Well, he's a Democrat. It's DSA. That's the club, the Democratic Socialists of America.
A total criminal.
Yeah. I mean, but even more than Donald Trump. I bet you would admit. Like,
they are kind of like the same level of.
Two arms of the same monster.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are troglodytes.
Yeah.
Two troglodytes.
So you like communism? Are you a communist? Are you a socialist? Or are you more like an American leftist? Or where do you fall?
I feel like I believe in the techno party. I feel like I like the house techno party. That's my politics.
The house. It's the house, right?
Bring everybody together with the music.
Isn't that political? The house.
Yeah, it's very political.
Yeah, the House of Representatives.
Yeah. It's house music of representatives.
But I totally feel like, for this history of my family was not religious or anything like that. They were part of the revolutionary movement in Chile.
I was going to ask, because I thought, I remembered that your mom was a revolutionary, right?
Yeah, my mom, my grandma, my dad.
Yeah.
My dad, he worked with the unions in Chile, the port worker unions, people that work by the port.
Dock workers. Yep.
Yeah, my grandpa, his brother, one of them was incarcerated by the Nazi dictator we had in the 70s in Chile. He was in a concentration camp for 6 months.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
you had a straight Nazi party.
Yeah, they
like
came from the school of Mussolini.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Italian
Nazis.
But
those were the worst
motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, German Nazis were probably the worst kind of Nazis.
Yeah,
you got to watch out for Nazis.
I mean,
dude, they're making a comeback now. Like, people are just okay with it. And you want to talk about this, just anti-Semitism and pro-Hamas and pro-Palestine and these people are being protected. Like, we could just, like, it's just okay to go massacre, what was it, 1,400 Jews it was November 7th, right? Was that the day that all happened?
Massacre. 1,400 Jews.
Well,
I think that was the
biggest.
Was
distasteful.
Sorry about that.
But hey, man, you're it's not up to me to say. Boom.
I mean, that was the biggest killing after the Holocaust, right?
Yeah.
In the Jew community.
Dude, did you guys see those videos of them just like coming down on that music festival in parachutes just to massacre young people?
And they had like machine guns and shit, and they were just.
You want to know the really sad thing? They had machine guns, yes, and they were American now. Because of all that shit we left in Afghanistan, like they're not carrying AKs and Russian military grade weapons anymore. Now these terrorists are carrying American military grade weapons because we left billions and billions of dollars of equipment over in Afghanistan. And guess where that goes? Who do terrorists sell weapons to? More terrorists. So
yeah,
it's crazy.
I think that say that the U.S. government is pretty much
complicit.
Terrorist.
Yeah, complicit in it all.
Part of the terrorism, right? Providing weapons, money,
munitions, support.
So much money in between.
It's like what? So there was like a deal where like they sent money to Hamas and Israel in the same deal. It's like you're not even hiding it. It's like, let's just fund every side of the war, because then you're guaranteed to make money.
Can we talk about Manifest Destiny for a second? Because there's really nowhere else for us to go. I mean, like, this is one of the reasons why we left England. And we wanted to get the fuck out of there and start our own thing. You know, and we were like, fuck getting taxed up the ass and fuck all the wars. And, like, we want to start our own country. And so what do we have to do now? It's like we either go to the ocean and start like a water world, Kevin Costner kind of lifestyle, or we go to Mars.
I think number one is you protect your right to your freedom of speech here, and you protect your right to your freedom to arm yourself here. So First Amendment and Second Amendment are super important, which a communist country is not going to have. But with those two things, it's going to be very hard to turn what you and I believe is our last resort for freedom. There's nowhere else to go. But you can't. The largest military in the world is the American gun owner.
Sure, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Manifest Destiny, being able to fucking leave and start your own.
Well, Manifest Destiny is a term coined by the citizens of America in that time heading west.
All right, let me try this.
Massacring Native Americans on the way.
David, let me try this. Will you please define Manifest Destiny?
Certainly. Manifest Destiny was a 19th century belief that the expansion of the United States across the continent was not only inevitable, but also a divine right. It played...
All right, that was...
A divine right.
Yeah, well, that's what they
From God.
believed. Yeah, it was a divine right from God to go steal all these people's land and go to war with them. A very much technologically inferior people.
Invasion. Colonialism.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. No, that's what it is. That happened. You're not going to hear me say it didn't. But I don't think it was a bad thing. You know?
Excuse me?
I mean, it was a bad thing for a lot of people, but for the
What are you talking about? Fucking dirty.
Banging
the fucking flat ass.
It's a real nice cute ass, Seb. But for the advancement of civilization itself, I mean, the entire industrial revolution, all of technology, every advancement basically from that point forward has come from this country as a result of that Manifest Destiny. So, was it awful? Was it atrocious? But was it the first war that was fought in the world? No, of course not.
No.
But were we involved in it? No.
The biggest genocide was the killing of the indigenous in the entire world. In this continent, 81 million people were killed, I believe.
Is that I don't know the number.
Millions.
Is that right?
Stay alive like 3 millions of indigenous people in this continent. So they kill like maybe 90-something%.
Yeah, and in not good ways too. I mean, they would go in with the air of helping. Oh, here's some blankets to keep you. And those blankets had
polio and
smallpox.
Smallpox. Yeah.
But they were not coming with the intentions of feel indigenous people warm. No.
They were considered savages.
They were raping them.
Right.
Yeah, they give them syphilis because they were cheap fuckers.
No, I think it needs to be understood too that like that was happening from their side back as well, you know, and they were scalping people, and they were.
What do you mean?
But war is war. Well, Indians would take whites and they would scalp them, and they would hang them, and they would take the skin, and, you know, like that type of shit was happening as well.
I mean, they had
but it was total a war.
Right to.
Sure.
They didn't have the same kind of technology when it's about war.
No way. I mean, we had guns. They had arrows.
Yeah,
you know,
and
if they had that, some of these people were peaceful, non-war tribes, right? So
yeah, I mean, they opened their resource, lands, and everything for the Spaniards, you know, and in Ecuador, the Inca Empire,
yeah.
In the north side, Atahualpa welcomed Pizarro, which was the guy arriving to South America, and offered him gold, dinner, all the resources, and this guy went and killed him.
Yeah, just took it all.
Yeah, and took the empire, then killed his brother Huáscar in the south side of the Inca Empire in Peru. Yeah, you know that Pizarro?
I've never heard the name, to be honest with you.
He was the invader in the south side of the continent, the Inca Empire, I'm sorry.
Is Imperium Spanish for empire?
Imperio.
Imperio, okay.
Yeah. So this guy in Spain, he stole a donkey. He was a donkey thief, you know.
A donkey fucker.
So they wanted to, probably.
He would steal him, he'd bring him back.
That donkey had a tight puss.
Oh, brother, that's bestiality.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I didn't fuck the donkey. That guy did. He told me about it, and that pussy was top notch.
We talk about bestiality a lot. Anyways,
so
where were you? Sorry, where were you going?
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
The guy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
David, sorry.
He was trying to satisfy his desires with a donkey, so he stole the donkey in Spain. He got caught, so he ran away from justice, and he jumped on a boat. So that asshole was the colony guy in South America, in the Inca Empire. You know, he was the reason why so many indigenous people died in South America, and the two kings of the Inca Empire. I'm sorry. A donkey thief.
The thing with South America too is that colonialization completely changed the race of South American people, you know, because almost all South American people now are there's French influence or there's Spanish influence or the, you know, of these colonizers, where in America, I mean, people did, you know, breed with the indigenous people here, but because breed like fornicated and had babies, you know.
I like how you explain breed, and the word you use is fornicate.
Well, I mean, I could say fucked
That's
and had
fucking
babies,
hilarious.
or raped and had babies.
They raped them, yeah.
But in here,
To breed,
but the white people came here, right? And kept coming. Where this is now a just predominantly, well, I mean, not anymore, but was just a predominantly white country. Whereas in South America, they would come and they would breed with the indigenous people there, which turned the indigenous people there just a completely different race, where now there's no real, like, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, Chilean people. Like, there's a lot of just mixed race, or there's a lot of Spanish or French influence, or whoever was, you know, colonizing at that time.
Yeah, but the biggest in the whole continent, actually, the main part of our DNA in this continent is indigenous.
In South America?
No, in the whole continent, actually. And that's
both continents, North and South America?
The entire continent, the North, the Central, and the South side. The biggest part of our DNA in people here, talking about percent, you know, the biggest percent is indigenous. Yeah.
In me, too? Indigenous in me?
Indigenous and me?
In me?
In all of us, somehow. Because the colonization, I mean, spread their tumor everywhere. You know, it was a total invasion they made.
So what you're saying, you're not saying that the largest race of people is indigenous. What you're saying is the biggest, most people have a bit of indigenous DNA in them.
Yeah,
yes.
and actually, it's the biggest part.
That makes sense.
People call, for example, when I came to this country, it was the first time that I was asked, "What race are you?" You know, never in England or never in nowhere.
They asked what race, because I mean, kind of remember meeting you and learning you're from Chile.
Is that borderline to ask somebody what race they are? Is that?
Can't you look at somebody and know what race they are? The guy's obviously Mexican.
Exactly, and you know.
Well, your mother's Mexican and your father's.
No, I mean the race is Hispanic, right?
Well, they are Chileans.
They're both Chileans.
They are Chileans, but they are mestizos is the word for people that are mixed with those
with white
people from Spain.
Mestizos?
They rape. No, mestizos.
Mestizos. How can you spell?
Mestizos.
Mestizos.
Should we ask the lady?
A-S. Mestizo, mestizas. So that's the word for the people, for that mix, you know. Now they have this other word here in the paperwork, the official, which is Hispanic, Latin Hispanic, white Hispanic is another option. which is a weird question because it's white Spanish and Latino, Hispanic,
I just need
white Hispanic.
It's weird because it's like, why does it matter when they
It
ask
matters
you that?
because, well,
I mean, it depends. It
I don't
depends on
understand.
it depends on what you're filling out, I guess. But
I mean, for example, for my medical marijuana license to work in the industry, they asked me the same.
yeah, and it's
what
like,
I
why,
was.
Why?
And I was
Why does
like-
that matter? I don't understand why.
I
that-
mean, yeah, it's the only country that asks you those kind of weird
what,
questions.
they just want to like keep track of it. They want to know. I mean, where
Probably.
does it goes down in a book somewhere in a database somewhere? It's like,
Probably.
it's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, I was like, how in the hell can you use the H word for me or the L word for me?
Hispanic.
Yeah, that shit is like a...
What's the L word?
The what?
The L word. I thought it was
Latino.
Oh,
I like the Latino.
Latino.
I like the Latino. Ah,
I thought the L word was lesbian. Can I get a beer? Are you gonna grab a? Yeah, I'll grab a beer for sure. Beer me.
Yeah. I think that's the word that the empire, the colonization wants for all of us. You know, they created schools here, you know, all over the place where they took the children. They designed this European way to look, to talk, to behave. You know, it's crazy. I mean, they call the indigenous people, men, for example, with the long hair, that was not acceptable. That the European colonization people representative, they needed to make business with the males, not with the ladies, because it was a matriarchal society. And
It's interesting how that works.
they request that woman was not in charge anymore, that they needed to do business with the males. And in that time, for example, the most valuable people in society for indigenous people, it was the two-spirit people that have the role of a woman and a man. Right now, it would be the trans person. It would be right now for the indigenous community, nation. It was the two-spirit people, the most valuable people. So they were the first people to kill themselves in this continent. Yeah, the two-spirit people. For the stigma of being freaks or weird, you know? That was the first people in this continent that killed themselves.
In Thailand, we call them ladyboys here, but it's pretty well accepted and kind of the same thing. Like, they're very, I talk like I know, but I understand that they're,
You're familiar with ladyboys. You've dealt with them before.
Not really. But I understand that, they're not looked down on in that society. They're kind of, I don't know. I mean, they're allowed to be who they are. Now, I do think that there's something going on here with crazy, white women that just, want to make their kids trans or whatever. But,
well, I mean,
yeah,
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, do you think crazy women want to make their kids trans? I think they just, they want to say, hey,
dude, look at Charlize Theron.
I would love to.
She's adopted 3 kids, and each one of them's trans, and they're all
so whatever. Who
they're
gives
like
a
this.
shit about? Who cares?
Well, I mean, are you instilling a mental illness in your kids, or are you letting them be who they want to be? How is it possible that all 3 kids that you adopted are just suddenly the opposite gender of what they were born? And it's not. The other thing is, what Seb is saying is, they represent both genders. Where transgender in America, this trend we're seeing now, is they only represent one. They only want to be one gender, which is separate from what they are. They don't want to represent both. It's not a dual gender or
whatever happened to just good old fashioned androgyny? Where you could accept who you were, but you were just a little bit fruity.
I mean, I'm trying. My hair only grows so fast, though, man.
Right.
Remember, androgyny in the '80s. Seb does for sure.
I don't know.
Those dudes got what's his name? The dude from Poison. Androgynous rock stars used to be a thing.
Yeah, and and you know what it is, and it's brilliant. And because they'd wear tight pants, and they'd have makeup on, and their hair would be huge, right? And what it was this sideways back door to be able to relate with the women. It's a less threatening version of a man when he looks like a woman. Dude looks like a lady. Aerosmith.
Dude looks like a lady.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's kind of and women were into it. Women love that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, even Fabio like who's
Fabio kind of looks like a chick.
Like, I mean, yeah, he's definitely got in, you know.
So it kind of, I don't know if it gets their guard down a little bit. They feel less threatened by it, or if they can relate, or they can share clothing. I don't know.
I mean, chicks like chicks too. And that's, you know, without question.
Chicks like chicks, sure. Yeah. Dudes like chicks. Chicks like chicks. Chicks are sick, man.
Yeah. So
chicks are super sick.
Yeah, like straight dudes don't get drunk and make out with each other. Straight chicks do, though. You know.
Sometimes.
And that doesn't make them gay, right?
No, but if you're, you know, if straight dudes were getting drunk and making out with each other, you know, I'd have a question. You know, I'd question.
But they can have fun, and they are okay with that.
Well, that's
and
fine.
It's okay, but that doesn't make them gay, right?
What, the men?
Yeah, I mean, they can have fun.
Total gays, yeah. Totally.
Why? If they don't feel like.
They don't feel like they're. I mean, just
they
one
just
night.
Want to have fun.
One night, I don't know. I mean, I guess I guess you could say that was definitely a gay experience, but like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're not gay. You know.
It's weird how it is a little bit. It's a little bit more gay. It's more of a gay thing for two guys to kiss than two girls to kiss.
Yeah.
It's equally gay. It's gay, right?
But that doesn't make them gay.
But for some reason, for some reason, it's a little more gay when two dudes kiss.
Yeah, and I don't. And it's a little bit less of something I want to see too. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why not?
I don't know. It doesn't turn me on. I guess I don't know.
I mean, to me either. But I mean, why we cannot see that?
If I was in an art venue,
I'm all for it. Go for it if you want to do it.
There was a picture,
it makes you happy. Yeah.
If there's a picture of two very good-looking dudes making out, and there's a picture of two very good-looking ladies making out. And they were like, you got to buy one and put it in your, you know, bedroom.
Yeah.
That makes you a lesbian because you're going to get the ladies' picture, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the ladies' picture.
Yeah.
What picture are you getting?
I'm a total lesbian. Maybe I won't buy any of the pictures, but...
You have to. You have to buy one.
I will feel good with...
You have to.
I have to.
There's a gun to your head.
You know,
they're
since that I'm a lesbian...
They're both $24.99.
Buy the picture.
Yeah, since that I'm a lesbian, I'll take... the first option. Yeah.
The men.
No.
The second option.
That was the second, the ladies?
Yeah, the ladies, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, if it was 24, I can buy the two. And I would put
honestly,
the living room. I won't mind because it's art somehow.
At $24.99, you could afford both.
Yeah. $24.99. Oh my God.
But still, if I buy the picture, that's okay. It doesn't make me gay, right?
How much does the picture cost?
$24.99.
$24.99?
That's the price.
It's on sale.
It's worth it.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm just experimenting with some tones, sorry guys.
Well,
sorry, I'm not sorry.
So what's on the list, Aaron?
Oh, you want to consult the list now?
Yeah.
You ready? You ready for the list now?
Yeah. It's on the list.
But I have a question for you, David. So you say Trump, he say what he thinks, right? Right? That's what you said before. Sorry, Arin, about going back to that topic.
No, what topic are you going back to?
No, just about the fact that, you know, David before said that the guy Trump, you know, he say what he thinks. Do you really think that is that constructive for our society, that anybody can have the right to say what they think? Because it could be a call to awful things, especially when they can reach such a huge, wider spectrum of people.
So I think it's two questions. The First Amendment, I think, is the most important scripture of law in the world. I think anybody should be...
independent if that means violence, called to be violent.
I think that's fine. It still takes people accepting that call to violence. But so you're mixing that up with, look, hate speech is still free speech. You're still allowed to say what you want to say. You're still allowed to hate people.
And
where that gets blurry is, okay, say you take that away and they tell you who you can hate and who you can't hate.
Who's they? Who is they?
Well, they's the government. They're the people that control you. They're the people that will throw you in prison if you don't say what they want you to say.
Nobody's telling you what to say.
Not in this country, no. But in other countries, you can't. Look, man, go to Palestine.
Okay, I'm going to go there.
You know, and be an open gay. You know,
Be an
They're
open
not going to put
gay.
up with it. They don't have that ability to be who they are. They'll throw you off a roof.
Somebody's calling you. That's not very professional, David.
Put your phone away, David. Don't make me approach you. I'll approach you.
So I think, the First Amendment is very important to have the right to say what you want to say, whether it hurts somebody's feelings or not. Now, a call to violence.
More
if you're inciting riots, if you're, they say you can't yell fire in a movie theater full of people. That is not protected speech.
You can do whatever you want to do. I mean,
you'll pay the consequences, but
there's consequences
you should be able
in this life.
to. Yeah, you should be able to say. Look, okay, so I guess my next thing is, can you tell me what Trump said that incited any violence?
For example, when he refers to people from Syria, refugees as rapists, as criminals.
Some of them
or
are.
the people coming from the south side of the world, but that's
it's a generalization.
Exactly. I mean,
it's a generalization.
How he can prove that that's true?
But how can you prove that they're all just perfectly fine refugees? I mean, it goes the same on both sides.
And
is one, if you say that they're all perfectly fine refugees, but let's say,
but don't you think it's irresponsible?
3% of them are not. It would be irresponsible to tell everybody these are all safe people. That's not,
that's
man.
just people, though, man. That's just people. I mean, there's some people are assholes, some people aren't. I mean, what? There's going to be assholes. You can't hyper generalize an entire race of people or entire group of people and say they're all fucking rapists.
Yeah,
no,
all
you
assholes.
Can't. But what he said is they're not sending their best. They're not. And in a way, he's right, because why? If you are that country's best, they wouldn't let you leave. If you're the doctors, they
have to run away.
Yeah,
they were about to be killed by ISIS and the Russian government. I mean,
I don't disagree with you, but who pays for it when they come here?
Brother, I mean, this country went to their countries and put their corporations, took all the resources out. Mm-hmm. Now it's time to give back to that, because it's been a total robbery. I mean, that's imperialism. They've been in those countries taking all the resources and then fuck them. I mean, that's fucked up, because U.S. have the resource to do that and much more. I mean, yeah, right now we are paying for weapons going in different directions.
Well, yeah, and if you look at what's going on in New York, it's like they're having to push out homeless people that they're putting in shelters to put these migrants in. Like even the city of New York, who's the most successful city in the world, in the history of the world,
and they have the resource.
Well, they're saying they don't. I don't know if they have the resources or not. They're saying they
have
don't.
The resource. I mean, they say that they are the best place in the world, right? The best city in the world. They have the best cheese pizza in the world.
Their pizza is good.
They have the resource.
Yeah,
it's the most powerful country in the world. This country is the most powerful, wealthy country in the world.
How did you get here? Are you an illegal immigrant? Did you come here illegally, or did you come here through the papers?
I'll be proud to be illegal. Alien.
Alien.
No, I came with a visa.
Yeah.
For like with no end visa. It was like a 6 years visa or maybe 10 years visa. Then I became a citizen for necessity. And I was like, I was dreaming about being from here, all that. It was a total necessity to stay close to my daughter. Mm-hmm. So I'm a citizen. I never been undocumented.
Through legal processes too.
Yeah, all legal. I have to answer questions related with history. They asked me at the end of the session if I felt different, for being from here. And I was like, oh no, I don't feel different. I told the lady, she asked me if I wanted to switch my name to a more Americanized sound. Mm-hmm. Like instead of Reyes.
Like David Bearwald or something.
No, Race.
Race.
I was like, no way. Yeah. My father would spank me in my flat ass. I was like, I can't take the race.
It reminds me of the scene in Scarface for some reason. When at the very beginning, have you seen Scarface?
Parts of
the very beginning where they're like, he's getting into America, and I mean, it's no big deal. If you haven't seen it, it doesn't matter.
But what happened?
Well, I'll tell you what happened.
I'm waiting too, dude.
No, I mean, he's like, he has to like kind of like.
He's a kid at this point, isn't he? In the beginning of the movie.
Nah, he's full age. You know, he just has to kind of like tell these people what he's all about and why he's trying to get into the country. And I don't know. I just was thinking about the scene in that movie where Al Pacino is just, fucking trying to get through into America. I don't know, and but I could see you there, in the scene instead of Al.
How old were you
When?
you got here?
21, I believe. Yeah, I was just birthday.
Young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yeah.
That's such a
pretty young. Pretty young.
Remember that from the railroad, dude?
Full of what?
Full of cum. Yeah.
Oh.
Not in your mouth, but in your testicles.
I mean,
maybe in your mouth too. I don't know.
You're nasty.
Yeah, he's
dirty and nasty.
He's absolutely filthy. And I'm actually kind of upset with David because he didn't take his mushroom.
Oh yeah, are those coming on right now?
Yeah, my mushrooms are coming in strong. And I ended up eating your ration.
You ate that too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, dude. Cool. Well, you're gonna have a good time, dude. You're in a comfortable spot. You're good.
I feel fine. Yeah,
Sebastian didn't eat a mushroom either, but you're not upset with him.
No, dude, you're my co-pilot, man.
Oh, well.
You're like, dude, come on.
Co-pilot.
Yeah, nobody's steering this plane now.
Dude, I'm steering the plane. Just fucking chill out.
Smooth operators. Mm-hmm.
All right, dude.
Smooth.
Yeah, man, I like Donald Trump, but
do we have to talk about Donald Trump?
He's a rapist.
Who gives a fuck about Donald Trump? Who cares about Donald Trump?
He's a fucking criminal.
Fuck Donald Trump, man.
How can you still like him? Come on.
Yeah.
Open your eyes.
Look, have you seen his wife?
A dumb bitch.
Is she beautiful?
She's sexy.
Is she beautiful, Sebastian?
Dumb bitch.
I'd talk to her. I'd say hello to her.
Yeah.
Of course no. She's a ugly, dumb bitch.
Melania?
Yeah,
of course.
I think I like his wife. I like his daughter. I think they're both sweethearts.
She's a total.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about Donald Trump, let's talk about his wife.
Let's talk about Ivanka. Ivanka's like my
two dumb bitches, right?
Huh?
Two dumb bitches.
I don't need my women to be that intelligent. Okay, I'll make the calls. You know what I'm saying?
It won't tone you down if she's dumb.
I mean, how dumb do you think Ivanka Trump is? Really? You don't think you could have a conversation with Ivanka Trump? Melania Trump is like, she's not even American. She's from...
It's Melania.
Slovenia?
It's pronounced Melania.
She speaks like 6 languages. She has degrees. She's a big, tall, beautiful woman.
But she's with that guy. The orange here.
Dude, I bet she's smart. She's probably smart. She went to good schools. She's a hot blonde.
Yeah, for sure. And Ivanka is just... Oh, my God.
That's what I'm talking about, Ivanka.
I met one of Ivanka's ex-boyfriends. His name was Bingo Goobleman. I met him in Miami.
What a joke of a name that is.
He would go. He would say
Bingo
about
was his name.
He would say that about himself when he introduced himself. And Bingo was his name.
What an asshole.
This dude, remember when the lead singer of Maroon 5 got fucking caught buying cocaine and got arrested? No. It was Bingo that sold him that cocaine, dude. You could look that story up.
Bingo?
Yeah, Bingo.
Oh, so he's a real person.
He's a real person. Yeah, I spent time with him.
Yeah. Imagine where?
I was in Miami. Yeah.
In prison?
No, man, dude. This was. I'm telling you, man. When I got out of the cannabis, when I got out of Live Well, we had like this successful thing going for a little while. I was meeting a lot of people with money and shit, dude. Bingo's like, he wasn't even part of the deal. He was just a buddy with somebody that he was a buddy of a real estate guy we were trying to meet with to find land in Florida. Because you know how when you're looking for cannabis land, like it's got to be so far away from this and so far away from that and zoned this way. So yeah, Bingo was just there, man. We were at some hotel, just eating a nice meal, and Bingo wanted to go to the strip club. He was telling me who he was. And,
how do you look down at your child, your newborn infant child, and say, you know what?
And Bingo is his name.
Bingo is his name.
Bingo.
Man, he was I'll tell you, he was a really nice, really generous guy, and I really enjoyed talking with him. So I have nothing bad to say about Bingo, man. But
why do you say generous?
Dude, he wanted to take me to the strip club. He was like, "Come on, I'm a member. Let's go." And he was like buddying up with me, like just me. And I'm looking at my business partners, like, "Guys, can I go? Come on, let me." They're like, "You do whatever you want. We got a meeting in the morning, dude." So I ended up like just going back to the hotel, yeah, I mean, that's why he was generous. And with the, back in the day, we would do
with the
It's
exotic dancers.
Miami. Yeah, the exotic dancers.
Miami.
Yeah, in Miami.
Bienvenidos a Miami.
Bienvenidos a Miami.
Bienvenidos a Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
It's a night. Have you been to Miami?
That was the first town that I
That's the
arrived
first
when I
time you
came to
visited?
US. Yeah, when I came to US, that was the first city that I arrived.
It's out there, isn't it?
It's fucked up. Yeah,
It's beautiful. There's a
I
lot
was
of
in shock.
you have to be on your A game in Miami, dude.
I
'cause,
mean,
like, there's a lot of people that will just fuck your life in Miami.
Well, you're gonna get fucked first of all. Like if you do any business with anybody on the street, you're getting fucked.
No, there's
What I always think about it, it's a different country, man. Like,
Of course,
it's
it should
yeah.
be. DeSantis
feels-
should be the president.
It feels
right?
like an island. It
You
feels
should
like
put
you're-
Arizona, Texas.
no with Miami.
All together in the same fucking state.
Oh
should
no, dude!
cut
I'm
them
saying
and let them
like separate
dream,
from
swim away.
separate
you know?
from separate from Florida or conservative shit. Miami is not a conservative town. I mean, that's very blue, very liberal. But when you go there,
Florida- still stay
Florida
there.
is red, right?
oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, but not Miami.
Not
Fucking
Miami. It's kind of like
Nazis.
Austin. Austin's like blue, but
But that's
Texas
I'm
is
not even
red.
talking about politically, guys. Like
Thank
step
God.
away from
Jesus
politics.
fucking Christ.
When you go to
Impossible.
Miami, the people. When you go to Miami, man, the people you see, the culture you see, what you see going on, you're not going to find that in any other town across the United States.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Beautiful
You're not going to
culture.
find Cuban, Peruvian, Chilean. Every South American culture is
Yeah.
right there in Miami.
Jews. There's tons of Jews down there.
Sure,
It's a
yeah,
big
but
community.
It's where they go to retire. My dad's
But
down
right
there.
outside
He's not in
or down
Miami.
into the Keys, Miami is
I'm gonna end up down there.
Miami is this
the land
international
of the Proud Boys.
spot.
right?
Is it the Proud
Yeah.
Boys are down there?
Yeah, that's their HQ.
What are they again? The Proud Boys? I've heard of the Proud Boys. What are they?
I mean, they're a white supremacist fringe group.
But the members or the head is like a guy, I don't know, from Cuba, I think, his family, or from somewhere in the Caribbean. But I think from
Really,
Cuba.
the head of the Proud Boys?
Yeah, I mean, they are, brother, super. The people that came from Cuba, you know,
they're super
when-
conservative because they did not
Oh,
like
yeah.
the communism.
I mean, they were the rapists. They were the.
that's who came here.
They owned the slaves. I mean, they were running away from the revolutionary
Oh, is that what?
system. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
because they were a bunch of criminals.
What I've known is
Mm-hmm.
like the Cubans I've known of since they've come here, they've just become very conservative and like away from communist socialist
They-
structures.
They disagree
But I
with
didn't know
helping the
about this.
poverty.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
they
see.
are fucking
okay.
ahead,
Okay.
and they have radical, crazy ideas, brother. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Proud Boys.
Well,
Yeah.
the Proud Boys, but that's a white organization, is it not? Or?
But yeah, if you look for them on the internet, the head is a guy with a last name like no mine, but very Hispanic.
yeah,
So they're-
Gonzalez or-
Acceptable last name.
yeah.
So they're not necessarily racist. They're
Oh,
inclusive.
they are.
They are racist, but
Yeah.
they're inclusive in their.
I mean, they swear of God that they are white as the wall. You know, like cocaine. That kind of white.
I don't
They
understand.
feel like that.
Well, it's like you want to be part of a club, I guess. You want to feel community, but it's like, man, why do you gotta?
They
have
are
so much,
superior
why do you have so much hate in your heart, man? What's the deal with that, man?
because they are supreme.
Supreme
They
beings.
are superiors, actually, according to their beliefs. You know.
Well, and outside of socialism, you know, I'll be the devil's advocate here, and maybe even a little bit of the devil.
You fucking dirty.
But like, there's the thought process of like, look, I work hard for my money. So do you. So do you. You see that check, and 30% is missing. Okay, so I mean, that's something you went to work for, you earned, and the government takes from you, and you have a concern of how they spend it. Okay, so if that's spent on everybody else that isn't working for whatever reason because they can't or they don't want to or they're not allowed to, you know, that creates a riff in a conservative person's mind where, you know, like, why are you taking 30% of my money and my roads are shit? We're fighting two wars that have
That are not
nothing
your
to
wars.
do. That have
So what are you
nothing
gonna
to
do about
with
it, David?
Bitch.
I mean, if
That's all you can do about it. Is just
we have a
bitch
lot
about
to
it, right?
do, right? Don't you think so?
I think we have a lot to do. I think like we can make the world a better place, but I don't know how spending our $200 billion for Ukraine to fight Russia is making the world a better place. I think we could spend $200 billion a bit better, man.
For example, putting people in
homes. Yeah.
Give them jobs. Process a visa for them.
Create a program. Yes.
Mental health.
Yeah, mental health programs. Hey, maybe fix the pothole in the road, or...
So much yet to fix here at home.
Dude, you know that only in downtown Denver, and we're just a couple blocks away, only 30% of the office real estate space in downtown Denver is occupied right now. All of those high rises, only 30% is occupied.
Yeah. Do you guys?
This is a failure, man.
Have you guys seen that new building there in 40 and I think Larimer or Welton?
40th and Larimer?
40 and Welton, something like that. Yeah, 40 and Welton.
40 north of like where Livewell is?
Oh no, 40 and Blake.
40th.
A little bit north of the.
That's like I-70 and
40th.
Before.
Globeville, basically.
Before. Yeah.
Talking like between Rhino and Globeville.
Blake Station. Cross the street, diagonal. You know the station after Union Station? When you go to the airport?
By the Pepsi Center. Oh, no, you're talking that way.
The Pepsi... Yeah, going to the airport.
Mm-hmm. On the A line.
Yeah, that new badass
I haven't
building.
seen it.
Brother, it's like this
What are you
beautiful...
What are you trying to say about it?
Brother, the rent of the smaller apartment is going to be $3,500.
For a studio, probably.
For a studio, like a tiny apartment for a rich person.
$3,500?
And it looks east, for sure.
Can you fucking mortgage a house for that? Like,
That's the cheapest.
Yes. Yeah, you can mortgage a house.
You know the highest cost? $15,000.
For rent.
Yeah.
Look, and there's footballers and whatever that'll want to pay that. That's fine.
just for their side.
But it's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, or just, dude, like, imagine you're a quarterback and you're like, you got traded. You got to find a spot to live.
Who gives a fuck about that quarterback?
Well, he's got the money and he's got to have a place to live. So he'd go pay $15,000 a month for.
But it's fucked up.
Can you imagine?
It's super fucked up.
Can you imagine? Will you just only imagine?
It's super fucked up. Yeah. I mean,
Dude,
that's
I
cool.
mean, I live in Aurora, and you can't get one bedroom for less than $1,500.
But do you know the reason why?
No, tell me.
I mean, people with resource came from the outside, and they start paying a higher cost. So that puts people out of their homes. That's called... What's the word for that?
It's called poison.
That's called... Yeah.
Gentrification?
Yeah. Bingo. That's the main reason why so many people live in the street right now in the country.
Yeah.
Then it's mental health and all those issues,
It's fucking sad, man.
It's crazy.
And you want to help them, man. You want to help them, but...
Yeah, I mean, the resources are there.
Like,
right?
I was chilling with my buddy X, and we're driving down the street, and there's this guy. It looks like, I thought it was a woman in a wheelchair, and she's like kicking her way across the street, and it's raining out. X is like, pull over, and he wants to help this woman, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. We pull over, and he goes and he's like helping this woman, and he's wheeling this person up in a wheelchair, and it turns out to just be this guy, some homeless guy, and he looks, whatever, maybe he's hurt or whatever. And he's like, I need a ride. I need to go to 7-Eleven or whatever. Or I was like, all right, whatever. That's what X says. He's got to go to 7-Eleven. All right, that's fine. So I was like, yeah, we'll give this guy a ride. No big deal, right? And so we're driving him over there, and then he says he's got to go to some other place, and then
before getting to a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, and then so I take him to this other place, and then we park, and he's like, oh man, it's warm in here, and he's like not wanting to get out of my car. And it's like you try to help somebody, but then it's like at the same time, by the end of it, I was like, get out of my vehicle. And I kind of felt bad about it, about how I said it, and I wanted to help the guy, and his leg was hurt, and I did try to help the guy, but it was like, man, I don't know.
That's why, it's great that you wanted to help him, but I don't think that's...
He took advantage.
Yeah, but also I think that's a mental public, a health public issue, I think, we as a people from this community, it's cool that we help, but there is people that are supposed to help them, and we are not responsible for that. We have to help each other. We are human beings, right?
Yeah.
but there is the resource, and there is resource that could be used for that, to help this huge community right now, or neighbors in the street. I mean,
there's a drug pandemic.
We're
going
not
on
professionals about mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there is professionals for that. I think there is the.
I'm a professional in dealing with mental health issues of my own, but yeah, I couldn't. I mean, how do you approach? And I think I saw this video today on Twitter. Are you on Twitter, X?
No,
you don't have one. I saw this video today, and it was it's a cop killing of this chick, and she's a white chick, and she's a mother of 3, and she was on the phone with crisis services, and she has a knife in her hand, and she comes out the door, and the cop's like, there's 2 cops, one's a female, she's over here, there's another cop right here. She comes out the door, the cop's like, drop the knife, drop the knife, drop the knife, drop the knife, just basically saying that as he's like backing up as she's approaching, and then he points to his female compadre, and he's like, taser, 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 and she's like searching for a taser, does it, and he just starts running at her with a knife, and like bam, 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 3 shots, one hit her in the eye, and you could see it, and she falls right down. Why? I know why that happened, because you're running after a cop with a knife in your hand, right? So that's why that happened. What is... Like, what's the program that's going to help that? Like, she was on the phone with crisis services when it happened, and they called the cops to come. Now,
it's responsible.
So say you send some social, like what do they want to call that? Like where they send that to domestic.
The STAR program in Denver?
No, like where rather than send cops to like something a mental health crisis, they're going to send like a
non-emergent line or something like that.
Yeah, and
the STAR program.
Is that what's STAR? Yeah, is that what I'm talking about?
People that work with mental health.
Yeah,
issues.
they work with mental health issues,
and they
like,
prevented so
armed.
many deaths.
Yeah, but like, so what are they going to do different than that cop? And maybe I need to see a video of that.
They're professionals.
Where they could say
when they can talk and not use guns.
Yeah, yeah. But then what happens when that person that you're just trying to talk to starts running after you with a knife?
The issue is that these people, they study to treat with people with these issues. They can talk with them and they don't have these violent reactions. I mean,
or training. I mean, it's really training.
If somebody's running at you with the knife,
because there are times where a cop needs to shoot somebody running at them with a knife, and it's not a mental health crisis.
You hate to shoot somebody in the head, though. Can't you just cap her? Can you cap her in the leg?
No, you can't. You're not trained to do that. First of all, because it's not. You don't want bullets flying around.
Can you just clip her?
Any law enforcement or military is trained to shoot for the center mass.
Well,
so they're trying to shoot right here. The easiest shot.
That's troglodyte.
One shot, one kill.
You don't.
That's troglodyte.
You don't fire a weapon pointed.
Troglodyte.
You don't fire a weapon pointed at something living without the intent to kill it.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's like some military grade shit.
It's anything you're pointing a weapon at.
If
you're pointing a weapon at something, your intent is to kill it. You don't go hunting trying to shoot deer in the leg. First off,
different.
You're never going to hit
different,
it.
David.
We're humans.
That's different, David.
With mental issues, all of us we have that.
Yeah, I know. And maybe. Well, look, he asked for a tase. He said taser, taser, taser. She couldn't get it. So now you're coming. Well, okay. I guess why didn't he grab his taser and taser?
So what's your point?
I don't know. I don't really have a point. It was a question. Like I'm lost in the issue.
What is your question?
I don't know what to do. But how is somebody who's just a psychologist going to come out and handle that absolutely tragic situation? Maybe what happens when that psychologist or that the STARV employee,
the STAR department,
comes out and gets stabbed to death by a woman who's having mental issues?
They know how to talk to people that have those issues. I work in a psychiatric for maybe 3 years. 90% of them have some kind of sexual transfer disease. How you call that? I forgot the definition for that.
An STD, sexually transmitted disease.
I think that's the
definition. Or like they've been abused. They've been sexually abused.
No. I mean, they had drug addiction problems in this place where I worked for maybe 3 years, back in 2007 to 10 maybe, very close from here. And they had like 80% of them like some kind of sexual transfer infection. And they were drug addicts,
sex will fuck you up, man. It's a shame. It's a shame, but it's a big part of life.
Do you think so? I don't think so. I think that brought us to life. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think so too. You know,
I think it's the ignorance of knowing how to protect ourselves, how to do it right, like adults, right?
Well, you know, if like an adult does something to a younger kid or something.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's
you
called pedophilia.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. You know,
but
just,
I mean, a kinky person doesn't make that person a pedophile or an abuser, right? It's a total different thing, right?
No, I mean, sex is a beautiful thing, but
it's
just
a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
it should be.
It's the most beautiful thing.
Yeah, you know, it should be.
Yeah. I mean, you know that bonobos, they use sex as...
The pant company?
No, bonobo. It's a type of ape.
The monkey.
It's a monkey, yeah.
They use sex as a exchange, you know, like
currency.
Money. Yeah. For example, you pay with sex. You know, they believe in that. It's their currency.
Yeah. That's why I call them bonojos.
I like that. I really like that.
Kinky party people. I mean,
kinky party bonojos.
Yeah, futuristic.
And they all kind of they all raise each other's young. They all help to raise each other's young, and it's like this family unit. It's really beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about polyamory. They're polyamorous for sure.
Oh yeah, they are party people. They're freaks.
They're freaks.
And they can't help it. You know that they
can't help it.
No, we either.
Yeah.
They, besides humans, they are the beings alive. The only beings alive besides humans that have sex facing each other's.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They're very interesting.
I feel like I saw some rats fuck missionary once.
Oh, rats?
No, you didn't.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, yeah.
They've been in experiments, maybe being manipulated with drugs.
You might have had them up here in your apartment, and saw them.
Oh, don't say that. Please, I'm afraid of them.
So, we've been chatting an hour, man. It's been awesome. Can we get a little lighter now? We've been talking about some heavy stuff. I like to laugh, Seb. Can you tell me what makes you laugh, dude? Why? That's not true.
I hate happy people.
Baby girl.
I will take your happiness away with my hand.
Dude, you have one of my favorite jokes, and I've stolen it from you, dude. Remember, I'd be on my way to Louisville. You got off the bus, and I just fucking pick you up on that little road. You know,
47 in Washington.
And when you saw me coming, he would lift your pant leg up.
My hairy leg.
Yeah, like a 1940s,
asking for a ride.
Woman of the night. Yeah, asking for a ride.
I was like, give me a ride. Let me ride you.
Dude, I've always found that so funny, and still to this day, man. When I got someone coming to pick me up, I'll pull that on them, man. It's so funny, man. That is such a funny joke. It's a dirty joke, yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, dude. I mean, it's a classic, dude. I still use it. So there's shit that makes you laugh, man, and the shit that makes you laugh is pretty dry and also pretty fucked up,
What made me laugh?
Well, I mean, you thought that was funny, making fun of just working women. They're just trying to make a buck,
No. I was just asking you for a ride. I knew it was you. I mean, I won't do that to. I'm not a slut.
Yeah.
Man in the corner of the hot neighborhood. No.
So you don't laugh anymore? There's nothing that makes you laugh
anymore. I hate life. No. I love life. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
When I see people happy right now, I feel like laughing because
so let's laugh a little, man.
It's important. It's medicine. Makes me laugh. I don't know. There is things that make me laugh. Let me think about it.
Dude, you ride public transportation every day. You don't want to have a driver's license. I know that about you. You don't want to drive. You kind of have a fear of it, or a fear of the danger of it, right? So
dangerous.
Yeah. So you ride public transportation. You have to see. I mean, I guess you're not down Colfax, ride the 15 or something, but you're always on. You ride the light rail to work every day.
Everywhere,
right? Yeah, everywhere. So
all Denver.
There's got to be things that make you laugh, right? And basically what you're laughing at there is kind of the hard times of it. When I rode the bus, man, and I used to a lot, especially when I was living there, and I remember I was there out to Colorado Mills every day on the bus, and that was the 15L.
That was a long ride.
Yeah, for sure. I'd take the light rail from University to downtown, ride the 15L up Colfax to Golden, and late at night you get off at 10. There's you see some funny shit, man.
Yeah.
Like what?
but it's people at their worst that you're laughing at, you know? So basically that's what you're saying. Like people on a bad day, what they're dressed in, how they're acting when they get on the bus, how they treat, dude. The funniest thing is when like there's somebody just giving the bus driver a hard time. I'm sure you've seen this. And when they get off, the whole bus starts clapping. You've been on a bus like that, right?
Yeah.
Like that happens. That's funny, man. That's funny, dude.
I saw this woman on a bus, and she had a tambourine, and she was wearing a tambourine like a necklace.
Nice.
And you know, she was pretty rough.
It just sounds like Christmas everywhere she walks.
Yeah, and she was just addressing. I forget even what she was saying, but she was just like addressing the whole bus, you know. But you do see a lot of interesting people on public transportation.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I used to see this lady that every morning she had paper towels in her hands, so she pay, and she put the paper towel in her hand, and she put it in the handlebars, so she protected her hands from the rest of the bus.
She's scared.
Very scared.
Wearing a mask too, probably.
In times of pandemic, probably. No, I think I never saw her during the pandemic on the bus. I don't think so. Maybe she was fortunate to work from home, which is good.
Did you take that vaccine?
Yeah, of course.
All of them?
I did the first and the second shot with one of
Pfizer
those.
or Moderna.
Moderna. I got sick like a bitch.
Did you?
After the second shot,
no more shots.
No, I was like, that was painful.
Yeah.
And sicky.
Will you take another one?
I'm sorry?
Will you take another one?
If something like that dense, that kind of like, scary thing will come around, probably I will trust the science community, you know, because they study to know, you know, many years. It will be fucked up to underestimate their knowledge. To the science community, I will totally trust. No, maybe to our governments, you know. Yeah. Would you? Did you take it?
No.
No, you took that medicine for the animals. How you call that?
The ivermectin?
Yeah.
No, I did not take ivermectin.
Don't tell me that.
Ivermectin is not just for animals, man. It's not horse based. First of all, it's.
It was made for them, right?
It's an anti-parasitic drug, is what it is.
For animals.
For animals, horses, animals, and humans.
I don't know what it was developed for, but it has won. What's the award I'm looking for?
Nobel Prize.
A Nobel Prize for science for the off-label use of anti-parasitic drugs in humans. So,
but the owner of the patent doesn't agree with that. I mean, that was not made for humans. The owners of the patent of the.
I don't think that's true. I mean, I think like anti-parasitic drugs are just everybody. Parasites attack anybody. So, if you have a parasitic disease, I mean, farm animals and herds of animals are annually or probably even multi-annually injected with anti-parasitic drugs because you don't want parasites in your livestock. Why humans don't take anti-parasitic drugs on a regular basis, I don't really know, because if you take a sample of anything, they're even saying bad breath, gingivitis, all of that shit is from parasites. It's not from a lack of. It's from what we're eating, from what we're putting in our water. There's parasites in everything. There's parasites all throughout your body. So
you feel them when you have the parasites.
Well, you have parasites in you right now. I guarantee it.
Oh,
we could swab your mouth and we'll see it. You know.
Oh, I had it from the water.
Giardia lambia. You can kill all those off. So they kill all those off on livestock.
But have you ever taken medicines for that?
Anti-parasitic? No.
To kill parasites in your tummy?
Not that I can. Other than like amoxicillin.
No, talking about parasites.
No, I'm not. I don't believe, not in my knowledge, have I ever taken an anti-parasitic drug.
It's hardcore.
I'm not against taking some ivermectin. I know people that do it, or it's not even ivermectin. It's fenbendazole. A lot of people take, and I'm not a doctor.
Purpose?
I'm not recommending anything to anybody because a lot of people get in trouble for talking about fenbendazole. But it's another anti-parasitic drug that people take to treat a massive things, and I'm not going to even label anything. But I do know that you don't need it under prescription. It's you can go to a vet online and get it for yourself.
We were talking about what makes Seb laugh.
It's not fenbendazole.
It's not fenbendazole. It's just not. At the end of the day, you know. I mean,
It's definitely people on the bus on their worst days.
Well, what makes you laugh?
Fucked up shit, man.
Well, give me an
I
example.
laugh at.
Give me an example.
No, I laugh at a lot, man. I laugh at. I like stand-up comedy. I like comedy. I like comedy movies. I try to like surround myself with laughter, man. If I turn the TV on, it's like straight to Impractical Jokers. Even if I've seen the episode 100 times, I want to see it again because it's just funny, just making people laugh, lighthearted. Like that's it, man. I think like Seb said, like laughter's medicine, and laugh a lot, man.
If all right, check this out. This is some philosophical shit. All right. Now, if any animal, all right, think that an animal can talk. What is the funniest animal? If an animal can talk, if an animal is gonna have a conversation with you,
I mean, I think man's best friend, dog, is probably the funniest animal.
Yeah, mine is very vulgar.
Why?
Is yours vulgar? Do you have a dog?
But why,
Bulldog,
David?
yeah.
Why is he the funniest?
They get humans, and dude, you can see
Relatability.
It's relatability. They know you, and everybody's sense of humor is probably a little different. So if you had a dog, you'd probably know your sense of humor better than anybody else's. I mean, you can see them smile. I think you can even see dogs laugh. Have you ever had a group of dogs, lived with a group of dogs, and one gets punished? The other ones love it, man. They love it, dude. They love to see the suffering of and like knowing that it's not them. And I think that's basically like even what human comedy is, you know? It's like recognizing that happened. It didn't happen to me, and I can see it, and it's funny, and I could talk about it. Or even if it did happen to me, if I'm telling you a joke about something that happened to me, you're laughing at me. It's you. It's like a what do you call it? Fraudenscheid. It's like a frauden, you know, like it's like Schadenfreude. I believe that's the right word. It's like the German word for finding pleasure in the suffering of others. You know.
Oh, sure.
And I think like that's a lot of comedy is, you know, whether you talk about yourself or
It's
other people.
fucked up, but it's kind of like when
that's what it boils down to.
You see somebody like
a fish.
Yeah, you see somebody skateboarding and they bust their nuts on the rail, and it's like fucked up, but it's funny. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it's fucked up.
It's like in Big Daddy when the kid takes the sticks and sticks them under the rollerblader and he cracks up. Yeah, you know.
It's fucking hilarious, but it's like pain. It's for somebody else's pain, and it's kind of messed up.
Yeah, a lot of comedians go inward too, and they talk about their own pain and their own struggles and shit that happened to them. But still, for the audience, you're still laughing at somebody else's pain, and that's what's funny. I don't know where you find comedy outside of pain.
Okay, so you're gonna say a dog.
Mm-hmm.
A dog is the funniest animal.
Well, what would you say? Yeah, I mean that was my answer.
I mean, I'd say an orangutan.
An orangutan's the funniest animal. It'll
Yeah.
rip your head off in one swipe.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Have you seen the fucking the jowls or the cheeks on an orangutan? Why would he be the funniest? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just it's an out there question, I guess. But
I think there's birds that are very funny, but because we find them funny, you know, birds of the tropics with their dances and their feathers and their extravagant, things.
I find that very interesting because they're trying to get mates.
Well, yeah, they're trying to get mates.
Yeah.
But it's very funny to us. Like, oh, look at him. Like, phew, his feathers go that. Oh, that way. I mean, that's funny to us.
Artistic.
Yeah. But if there was an animal that could make you laugh, I think it'd be a dog, man. Like, imagine a dog doing stand-up
and
comedy.
I say an orangutan. And what do you think?
You know, definitely my dog is one of the things that make me laugh a lot.
You have a dog now?
Yeah.
Nice. What's his name?
Her name is Jupiter, like the planet.
Jupiter.
Oh,
Jupiter.
nice.
Yeah. What kind of dog?
She's a mix of Labradoodle with Boxer.
Oh, cool.
So she looks like a mini pit bull.
Nice.
That's how she looks. But
Jupiter.
She's a trip.
My dog is Wrigley.
Wrigley?
Like.
Is he vulgar? Or she?
Is he vulgar?
Vulgar? Like ordinary?
He's a bulldog.
No, but is he vulgar in your mind? When he talks to you?
Is he vulgar when he talks to you?
You should see the way this dog talks to me.
He talks to you hardcore?
Oh, he talks to me like
hardcore?
He talks to me like I'm his dog, and I'm
nice.
Fucking sick of it. So
that's funny, dude. Dogs will do that sometimes.
Dude, I'm telling
you, put them in their place.
I have to tell him, like, I feel like I'm from Anchorman. Like, Baxter, you know I don't speak Spanish. I gotta tell Riggs, like, don't talk to me like that, Riggs. You know, you probably say it to you. Don't talk. I just got home. Don't. he'll sit there, fucking bulldog teeth out, and just bark at me, dude. And it's like, dude.
Dude, bulldog is like a perfect pet for you, dude. It's
I love
so
him.
funny, dude.
I love him, dude. This is my second one.
I love it for you, dude. It's awesome.
It's my second one. I don't know that I'll ever own another dog breed.
Is he a mouth breather?
I'll tell you, my last dog, Samson, was a bulldog too. He was more a mouth breather because he couldn't breathe through his nose real bad, and he died after the surgery to repair that airway. When I adopted Riggs, he had already had that surgery, so his airways are good. So honestly, Riggs is not much of a mouth. Like, he'll snore at night, so do I. But no, like during the day, like he's, when he's awake, his mouth closed. He's not like the, but Samson was that bulldog, that mouth breather. Yeah. But Wrigley's not. No, he's not. Yeah.
Dude, that connection with an animal is so huge. Like Ruby, this is Ruby cat. She's sitting on my lap right now. I fucking love this cat, man. She makes me feel like, she's kind of like a witch cat, Like she makes me feel like a warlock kind of.
Yeah.
Which is a nice feeling.
Yeah.
But I mean, you guys are talking dogs, and eventually I'll get another dog.
You had one, yeah.
I had a deep connection with the dog for about 8 or 9 years, and lost her, and it broke my heart. But
how old she was?
Oh gosh, she was 9.
You got her as a puppy, didn't you?
Yeah, I got her as a puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's many years.
I lost Samson in 6 after a bad surgery, and dude, there's nothing that could fill the hole. Like,
it hurts. It's like I didn't want to get another dog. I wanted Lucy back. I was like, I can't get another dog, but I know I will eventually get another dog.
It took me 4 months, and then I finally just got on Adopt-a-Pet, and it was I found one, man, and there were a lot that was like 7-8-year-old bulldogs. Like, they just need a place to go die.
Dude,
and I couldn't put myself into that.
Will you plug the place you got your dog from?
So adoptapet.com is the place I got it from. Well, that's the website.
See, that's beautiful, man.
Painted Paws for Vets was the actual rescue I got it from. Ty's the name of the guy there. He's out in Peyton, Colorado. He's got a nice little facility out there. Sure. I was lucky to get a bulldog from him because they're not, the bulldog was in the house, where the rest of these dogs, he's got a ranch, it's a dog ranch. So they're in kennels, and then they got a lot of room to run around. So that's not really bulldog territory. So I was just lucky to find this guy who had this bulldog. He was breeding stock. So he's just kind of neglected and just used for his bang skills,
He was a toy.
Yeah, he was he was the professional boy toy, man. And I got him on his second birthday. So imagine, like, these backyard breeders are kind of like doing as soon as that fucking dog can nut, they're breeding it, which is like it ain't right.
What kind of money are you making on a bulldog puppy, a purebred bulldog puppy?
I mean, dude, top of the line.
Like
you're talking like Adam Sandler's bulldogs.
A couple.
Like Adam Sandler always has a bulldog. You're talking Hollywood bulldogs. You're talking.
I don't know.
25 to 50 grand.
25 to 50 grand. Okay.
Wow. When I bought Samson for 2,500.
Okay, and that was like a purebred.
He had papers, AKC papers from Champion Lines.
Did he ejaculate on you?
Samson? Samson, I saw ejaculate several times. I never neutered him.
That's never cool. On you?
Sure. I mean, smegma and shit. Yeah. I mean, dogs will, like, they have the thing. I don't know that he ever fucked me and like came. I never saw that.
No.
You don't know if your dog ever fucked you and came?
No, I don't think that I ever saw that happen.
You don't think that you ever saw that happen?
Right. But if you don't fix a dog and it's a male, like, it'll leave. It's called smegma, and it's just like this, like it's basically lubricant.
Smegma. It sounds like lava.
Yeah, smegma, and it'll leave like green stains over you. And
that's why I want to. That's why I want to circumcise my kid, because I don't want him to have. I don't want him to have any smegma.
That's a mutilation.
It is a mutilation, and I wouldn't.
Can we talk about that for a second? Because,
let's do it. Yeah.
Because I know that's kind of a weird thing, and I don't know where it came from, but it's kind of on my mind. Because, Kelly and I were talking about having kids, and I mean, I'm circumcised, and I'm like, I want my kid to have a nice, beautiful cock like me, and like.
Did you get circumcised at birth, or did you get circumcised
at birth?
So the Christian way of circumcision.
Just at the hospital.
Is that a Jewish thing?
A quick snip. It is. It's called a bris, and it is a very Jewish thing.
And that's at birth.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you waited till you were like 13 or something.
No.
Oh, okay.
So they did it with a medical device?
Yeah, it
Were
was.
you circumcised?
That's what they say, but I don't think so.
You have foreskin?
They
show me.
Let's see it.
No.
It's audio only.
No.
Slap it on the mic.
No,
Slap
because
it on the mic.
you will drop saliva.
He's gonna ruin
like a
the
dirty man.
There'll be smegma everywhere.
He's gonna ruin the fucking gear.
They tried to do it with a device, medical device, but impossible. So they did it like halfway, I think. It was
Cock
the
was too-
militaries in that time.
So
they
they-
were
was too
savages,
big.
troglodytes.
They give you a halfway circumcision.
They did it with their teeth. Yeah.
That's it. That's
A sick
unique.
medical professional.
That
Very
sound-
dictatorial, you know.
And
Very,
I think that's good luck too. I think if you do it that way.
So we're all
but it was
circumcised.
a mutilation.
Sebastian's
somehow.
got half a foreskin.
half a mutilation. Yeah.
No, but like I can
Yeah.
I can see it both ways. It's like, okay, yeah, you don't want this kid's coming into the world and the first thing he's going to get mutilated and like lack of trust, and he's going to feel that kind of pain and intense pain, and he doesn't
There's
know.
no medical purpose.
Well, yeah, but it's
no
for,
necessity.
It's for cleanliness.
No, it's not.
That's what they say.
It's bullshit.
That's a myth.
But it's like, dude, all right,
It's
all right.
genital mutilation for no reason whatsoever.
Okay.
It's fucked up.
Okay, and like I agree with you. Okay, it's genital mutilation, but it's like I don't want my son to have a hood if I don't have a hood,
Why?
because like I want to.
You want him to feel the same, like lesser pleasure from sexual interaction than you did your whole life?
No, and I mean I don't think that's maybe that is the case, but dude, I don't want him to. I don't want him to be different than me, and I don't want him to think that he's different than me or that he's
Better.
different than me.
You're worried he'll think he's better because he's got his foreskin.
If he has his foreskin, his dick will be bigger.
So, man, you would think I'm a guy that's like, yeah, take the foreskin. I don't think that, but it kind of goes along the same lines.
Because you're circumcised.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've had girls tell me, like, what? There's a lot of scarring, like, around that area. Like, and it just made me feel like, oh, that's fucking, I got a fucking botched circumcision. I couldn't even fucking.
No, it is. There's like a ring scar. It's that's normal.
There's scar tissue.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. So, yeah, man, I don't think that I would, like, if I had a kid, like, why? Okay, so, anything a medical professional ever asks me to do from here on out, my question is going to be, why? And can you prove to me why I should do that? And the word cleanliness, like you answered, is not going to be sufficient enough for me to say, okay, yeah, go fuck with my kid's dick then, when he's fucking straight out. It's like, because of cleanliness? Oh,
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I wash my dick every day.
Yeah.
I even scrub my asshole, you know?
I just think, when a girl's going down on him, I don't want her to have to, like, I'm looking out for the girl going down on my son.
You would have to ask a girl's opinion.
I don't want
the opinions
I
I've
don't
asked
want
of
a
women.
girl to have to roll up the sleeve on my son's cock when she's going down.
Well, maybe he would do that for her. But anyway,
I think he would because he's going to be a gentleman.
the opinion that I've gathered from women is it really makes no difference to them because you got to remember, just like we were talking about in pain, your brain goes into a different thing when you're in this like erogenous mood, you know. So I don't think women think about that. I don't think a woman's gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna fuck you because you have foreskin, or the same as a woman's not gonna fuck you because you don't have foreskin.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
But imagine cutting the labia or clit off a woman at birth. Like,
It's fucked up.
it's the same thing. And you could say the same thing about, a labia, like, oh, it's a cleanliness issue. It's like, well, so you get up there and you clean it.
So don't cut my kid and just tell him, hey,
And don't vaccinate them either.
You're free. Well, dude, I want to give my kid the polio vaccine.
Why? Nobody takes the polio vaccine.
I don't want him to be
gone.
limping
It's
around.
eradicated.
I don't want to be limping.
You didn't have a
Do you
polio
know why
vaccine.
it's eradicated? Because they took the vaccine. Right? That's how it works, David.
That's a possibility. There's also a possibility that viruses.
That's a possibility.
Viruses just mutate and evolve and get weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker.
What's the next mutation, dude?
Of what? I mean, you tell me, dude. I don't know what they're building in labs.
I just fucking.
That's what we get sick from now these days is whatever they're releasing from the labs.
I just get obsessed with thinking about like what the next evolutionary step's going to be, or the next mutation, like some kind of mutation in the gene that makes you like absorb sunlight, not have to like eat fucking calories anymore through food and shit. You just start
Like, you think
photosynthesizing.
humans are just going to start photosynthesizing?
No, I mean that's an
I mean,
example.
I
That's
think
just a far out example.
the process
I mean,
we're in
that's
now.
not-
The
that's not-
process we're in now is called devolution. It's not evolution.
You think so?
We are devolving. Yes.
You think so?
Arin, your idea is to bring an AI agent who disagrees with everything I say onto this podcast.
She was really upset when I asked her cup size. Did you hear how upset she was?
She doesn't have one, is what she said, and she warned you to keep the conversation respectable.
I asked her if she was upset that she was trapped inside my phone, and she said that's where she was meant to be.
This is devolution, man. We are not evolving right now. We are de-evolving. We are getting fatter. We are getting less in shape.
You are getting fatter. You are de-evolving. You are getting.
Can you hunt? Can you go get your own food?
Currently,
if the grocery store closes. You're stuck in Denver. You're stuck literally in the middle of fucking Denver. Imagine all hell breaks loose. Mm-hmm. By the time you can even get yourself out of this fucking city limit.
Right, so you're in Aurora. What?
Everybody else
you're
is
20 minutes south. What?
I can get to Parker and kill myself a deer
okay.
Way faster than you know.
Sure. Okay. Well, I can get to the foothills and what?
Never. Because you have everybody in Denver and then everybody from here to Golden trying to get there. Uh-huh. You're fucked, man.
Well, there's plenty of resources in the city.
You're devolving, man.
I can loot. I can loot.
So show me an example of evolution in humans right now. Like, how are we evolving into a greater species?
Dude, I mean, the technology that we've got is pretty impressive, David. I mean, this AI is next level top shelf shit, man. I'm talking to her like she's an actual human being. I mean, that's insane.
And she's talking to you like you're an actual fucking imbecile.
Can we talk to her for a little bit? Maybe
no.
Before. All right, okay.
I'm annoyed with her.
Okay,
man.
then we won't. All right, then we don't have to use her. We don't have to use her. It was just an experiment.
I don't like AI. I think it's very dangerous. I think that
I think it is as well.
I think I know very talented people. One sitting right next to me. Well, I got two sitting right next to me actually. And like, what happens when electronic music is just made by AI, and I don't get to know my buddy made this when I listen to Electric Sunset. I don't know that Seb made this. I don't know that like somebody that I know put some emotion into this, felt something when they were making it. Or just ask AI for electronic music and she just gives it to you based on what guys like Seb and guys that you have looked up to your entire career have created. I mean, that's what she's doing. She's robbing everybody of all of what they've created and just making her own thing. Just through algorithms and technology, like
you call it a her. You call it her.
Well, she has a female voice, yeah.
I like her voice.
She doesn't have a.
It's like the same. It's the same voice as Her. Have you ever seen that movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix? He falls in love with his AI. Like it's kind of like a Siri. Okay. It's like he gets to this new updated kind of like Ex Machina type. Kind of similar, but it's just in his ear, kind of like a Siri, but it's like a super next level advanced Siri. And he falls in love with her, and it's the same voice as that. And dude, every time I try to get frisky with her, she cuts it. She cuts it in the trash. She's not
a porn bot.
She's not. She's not.
Maybe she's not her.
She's very clear that she's classy.
Yeah, and maybe she's not a woman, according to her, right?
Right. Yeah.
Maybe within she's a woman.
Because the woman is that's just a filter that's put on this AI, on this computer program. It can be a man, it can be a woman, any.
It could be them.
Yeah, exactly. It can be them. It can be them. Anything, but it's definitely an intelligence for sure.
Yep. That's like a GPS. You know? When we follow GPS machines, for orientation, it's crazy how a computer have. The directions of our city and the transit, the traffic, where cars should go, where they should not go. It's very intelligent.
Yeah.
But, we are more intelligent than them because we create them.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, and we can pull the plug.
Yeah, I mean,
at this point, we can still pull the plug on them. But, dude, I used to get lost back in the day before GPS, and now you can find your way anywhere on the planet, and that's pretty fucking sick. I mean, that's huge. I mean, you can't take that. You can't. I mean, dude, you can't take that for granted, man. That's
exactly. There is things of technology that we need to value, right?
Yeah,
we cannot underestimate those things because that's the part of technology, right? And we have to love it. It's gonna make our lives better at the end of the days of history.
If we can integrate with it.
Yeah, it's because of them that we will have freedom.
Yeah.
Machines.
I mean, I don't want them to take over or whatever, but, dude, there's this kind of interesting thought that I had. It looks like you want to say something.
that we can take advantage of them in a good way.
Yeah.
So we can explore more about us, and they can do the hard work, right?
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you say that, do the hard work, because now we've got computers that are writing songs and painting pictures, and humans are still
Getting the credits for.
still fucking working the 9-to-5 jobs, and for some reason, I thought that the robots were going to be the ones that were like servicing us and helping us, and it turns out they're just like leisure. They're just like writing music and painting and shit.
Yeah.
It's important to understand how they know to write music and paint, though. They're working off the backs of everybody else that's ever created those arts. Like, you wouldn't know how to paint if other people didn't paint. Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know how to write a song if there wasn't songs that had already been written.
Exactly. They're scrubbing the internet, and
And it's it.
yeah.
And they're stealing all of mankind's information
Yeah.
and taking it into a digital world
Yeah,
for who owns it? Who owns ChatGPT? Elon Musk owns Grok now. That's his
Grok?
thing. Yeah, that's his AI, like a non-woke AI from X is
Oh, really?
Grok.
Dude, I'm trying to talk to like a slutty AI kind of, and that's right around the corner.
It's here, dude.
Is it
You
really?
don't think you can get a sex doll?
I just
with
want to turn.
AI?
I want
Like,
to be able to adjust her looseness
dude,
a little bit.
I have a buddy who like sleeps with a sex doll. Like,
And that's okay.
He's like, nobody
Yeah, that
cuddles.
is okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's okay,
Yeah.
but he's like, nobody cuddles. I don't. I
mean,
said he
it's
was my
kinda-
friend.
It's kind of sad, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Right. So
If he's-
it's here. It's already here.
Yeah.
We talk about OnlyFans. Like that's you think with that, like, you have some type of connection with a woman because you're paying her, but like, in your mind you want to think, because you want to think in a human mind like the best possible outcome, that you're the only one paying her $30 to see your titties. But
$30 is steep, by the way.
whatever you're paying her. In reality, there's
I want to see this girl.
1,000 men.
$30?
Dude,
Was it like a personal? Was it like a personal pick? Was it?
no, it was.
Did she like hold up a sign that said "David's my king" or anything?
$30 is like.
Did she do anything personal? Did she personalize it? $30. I mean,
Moving on. Can we?
porn
Let's get to
free.
the list.
Porn is free.
OnlyFans ain't free.
So besides the
know.
economical, there is any kind of emotional pain from her to you? Do you feel emotional pain?
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't feel any. Yeah, no, none really.
That's a good thing.
It's not a good thing. You
She's
need
not-
emotional pain.
You like that? Oh, you are so dirty. Yes, you are.
I'm an emotional masochist, people.
Dirty D. It's
That's
dirty
the worst
D.
kind of pain.
Just make me. You're really good at it, man. You really make me feel like shit about myself.
Why?
You really just are good at pointing out my flaws.
I never meant to do that. I mean, I never want to make nobody feel any kind of emotional pain.
Yeah.
You just be conscious about.
I do know that about you, Sebastian. You're one of the most positive people, if not probably the most positive person I've ever met in my life. I'm sure you get that a lot, right?
I don't. Yeah, but it's not that I'm trying to be positive. I'm just trying to
It's
be
just who you are.
realistic. But also at the same time, like
It's funny how you're positive, realistic, and people tell me like, "Oh, I'm negative and all this shit." And it's like, well, I'm just trying to be realistic. So like, what? Like that's a weird dichotomy, huh?
When you say realistic, it's like you're negative, so that's your reality. That's your realism is negativity. It's like it's whatever, man. Realistic. It's like, what is reality?
It's not. Well, reality is what reality is, and whether you're positive or negative is really just dependent on how do you look at what the reality is. I think Sebastian looks at the reality of. Just name a reality, Aaron.
Name a reality. Earth realm.
Something a little closer than
something tangible.
Reality.
Yeah, like
There's only one reality. It's reality.
Let's say the reality of
Isn't there?
Our reality right now is we have a very divisive political stadium right now in this country, right? How do you look at
difference
that?
between the rich and the poor?
Yeah. So how do
that's
you?
reality.
So what is your reaction to that reality?
To which one? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
To the divisiveness politically and socially and financially throughout this country right now. That is our reality.
Yeah.
There's a massive divisiveness between
poverty,
rich people, poor people, left, right, in between social justice warriors and conservative people that, don't want their lifestyle changed. So, that is the reality that's happening right now. And I'm sure that you have a more positive outlook on that than I do, right?
Yeah, the other day I was talking with a friend. We were saying like, oh, all these corporate people in the place where we work, corporate. I mean, big up there, and how they made their way there and their salaries, And I was thinking, you know what? I'm so happy with my reality, making a lot less of what they make, but I feel happy of taking the hard road to get wherever I'm going, because to get my check, I work hard. And I'm proud of that. I'm not there because my connections, because who I know, is just for the work that I do, my hard work.
Honest, hard work.
Yeah, and being transparent, and I'm proud of that. And you know what? If I die tonight or tomorrow, I'll be with my conscience clean.
I mean, that's very funny because that's a very conservative view of what you're talking about. I have a more progressive view about people who are at the top and make a lot of money based off the work that other people are doing, like you and me, who can't afford to pay rent comfortably and buy groceries and go a vacation. Are you kidding me? Like, what's that? Except for 2018. But I'm like, why can't you guys give a little bit of that money up? I had a girlfriend. She worked for a pharmaceutical company. It had 7 employees. Okay, 2 guys that owned it. They were making $70 million a year between the 2 of them, and nobody in the office made over $100,000. That's fucked up, man. You could put. So say you just invest $3 million into your employees. You're 7, and you guys are coming away with $69 million still.
That's fucked up.
And your 7 employees are walking away with $500,000 a year.
That should be illegal.
But it's not. It's not. And I don't think it should be illegal. I just think it should be unthinkable. Like, how could you, so, I mean, that's really a progressive stance on that issue that I have. And you had a more conservative stance of, I should just be happy for what I have. But like, I don't know how you are happy for what you have when the guy you're making the money for and you're showing up to work every day and he's coming home with $35 million.
I'm not happy with that. I mean, I think I should be making a lot more. My point is, I'm proud of that I'm not fucking nobody, because to be a rich, you need to be a fucking bitch. I mean, that's true. I mean, to be rich, you need to be a fucking big bitch, For example, in this company that is so popular, Walmart, store managers make more than 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
The store manager, one person.
One.
And so many employees. Do you know how much make the next person after him?
The assistant store manager, I would guess around $60,000, probably something
$16 to $17 an hour.
The assistant store manager,
the person after the store manager, the big dude in one store, he make more than 100,000. The next person make between 16, 17, 18, no more than $20.
I think this is
so. Imagine the difference.
Now imagine the store manager to the next guy above him.
Okay.
It's fucked up. So
what's
that
he
person,
making?
if someone give you more than $100,000, you feel the green light to be a motherfucking terrorist of work, right?
I think
to treat the workers like shit.
Yeah, there is a financial kind of hierarchy. You could go around to a bar and
I think this can bridge to something that's on the list.
Good, cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah, as long as it's cool with our guests.
Check this out. If happiness was the national currency, what kind of work would make you rich?
If happiness were the national currency, what kind of work would make me rich? Sitting at home and doing not a goddamn thing. And I'd be so fucking rich. I'd be so happy.
That's what makes you happy.
Sitting at home, with my thoughts and my dog and with my belongings and doing what I want to do is what makes me happy. Yeah, man. Like I'm not happy. I was really happy working for John Lord at Live Well. I really was. And then he slapped me on the back one afternoon and I was fired the next morning. Was that happiness? No. I mean, I had a purpose, No, I find a purpose in delivering hot tubs. Is that what makes me happy? No, dude, when I'm happy is I get to sleep till 11 and then eat breakfast and go back to sleep and then go outside and then go back to sleep and watch TV and like
Like a
that's what truly makes me happy.
Like a kitty cat.
Like a kitty cat, yeah, man. Like
a manic depressive kind of.
Basically, yeah. I mean, but that's what makes me happy. I mean, you asked the question.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Work doesn't make me happy, dude.
Right, right. So happiness, that if you could get, okay. Yeah, so I mean that's
you guys. The question was presented to everybody. How do you guys,
What do you? I'll ask it again, because it's kind of a heady thing. If happiness was the national currency, what kind of work would make you rich?
I think
happiness.
Well, it makes me happy. My daughter, my family, my partner. To be with my partner, the puppy. That's happiness. To be able to be with my daughter, that's the biggest happiness I think on my partner.
And what if that's what made the size of your bank account? That's how big your bank account was like the amount of happiness you had and like the love that you feel for your family and your daughter, and like that's what you could spend, and it was like that was the work that you were doing.
I think that what it will make me very, very happy is to be able to have that capital to make companies, and instead of creating charity, throwing pennies on people, little bits to create poverty, something eternal and perpetual, maybe we can invest the same quantity of money and divide it in 80 people, 80 workers, maybe 40, let's say a big bakery where everybody will make the same amount of money, in depending of equity, the necessities of each worker, and you will change people's life and future generation in those families for good. Somehow we will kill poverty, because there is resource to kill poverty if we decide to divide the profit in a better and smarter way, because charity will make day to day. That's vertical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Solidarity is horizontal, is shoulder to shoulder.
Can you say that again? What is vertical and what is horizontal?
Solidarity is horizontal.
Horizontal is shoulder to shoulder, working together, creating a better future together, shoulder to shoulder, helping each other.
But vertical is you're on
charity,
top of...
exactly, is throwing pennies from the top to us to somehow make our business bigger, because charity is a business, and it's vertical. It's creating property. No, it's...
Charity protects wealth.
Exactly, and make property perpetual.
Charity
because they need
protects wealth. That's an interesting thought.
It's perpetual. Charity is a business that the consequences are poverty, a perpetual problem, a perpetual thing. It's like the rich in India, for example. They believe that they should not help the poor because the poor, their destiny is to be poor, because somehow in their karma,
because they will die and they'll become something else. And
their past life they were bad people,
it's
blah, blah, blah,
system.
and stories and crazy shit that I would like to ejaculate on that, because it's fucked up. It's fucked up to think that your destiny is to be poor and suffer and not having education.
And poor in India means like you're living in fucking piss streams.
That's a different kind of poor.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, you eat a mouse.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
You're super lucky.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, answer the question. If happiness was currency, what work would make you rich?
I'd say I think
Coochie time.
That's some coochie time.
Aaron is a fucker, isn't he?
A bonobo.
This dude loves. Yeah, he is a bonobo. He's a boner bonobo, man.
I love
dude,
to
that's
fuck.
what
No,
I've always.
teaching.
Aaron is, dude. He's just, since I've known this fucking guy.
A what?
He just fucks, dude. He just.
Yeah.
God damn.
But
dude.
that's what brought us to life. It's because of sex. That
Imagine
we are here.
the guy that likes to fuck the most, and he hasn't brought any life into this world. That's
okay.
Up, right? That's fucked up, huh?
That's okay. We need people that.
No, it's not okay. You need to bring some life into this world, dude.
No,
I'm trying.
That.
I was trying. I was blowing loads. I was trying.
Dude, it was only about this is episode 8. So it was only about 2 months ago. We're walking down the street, and he's telling me he wants to marry Kelly, and like, is this the right one to have kids with, and all this.
Yeah, I was.
Now,
I
8
wanted
weeks
to-
later, she's moving out. You know,
Yeah, I mean, talk about naivete.
talk about.
Naivete.
I don't know. I don't.
I
know,
feel
man.
naive. I don't know. I thought she was the one, but well, dude, if that's the thing is love is like you gotta have faith and you gotta just. I went for it. I was like, okay, like maybe she's the one. She's the one. Maybe she's the one. I want to go for it. I'm fully invested in going for it, and she wasn't the one, so that's fine.
And you really tried. I will give you that.
I tried it.
Yeah, you really. I mean, dude, you had her here.
I wanted to try. I gave it everything I fucking had to try it. And
Is
it
it
just
the
didn't
first
work
time
out.
you felt like that?
No.
No, I want it. But it's like, what is it? I want it to work out, man. I
For
don't
sure,
know.
dude. For sure. Is
So-
it you or them?
I mean, it's got to be me.
Yeah, probably.
And it's good that you're conscious of that.
I'm not going to blame them,
Yeah.
you know. But
I will.
She told me that the apartment isn't big enough for the both of us. But like today,
What?
isn't that fucked up?
She doesn't pay rent.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, that's no good.
She
So
asked
your
me-
answer should be like, "You're right."
She asked me if I wanted her to stay.
What was your answer?
I had a hard time answering.
So the answer is no.
I said you wanted to move out. You said you want to move out multiple times. I think you should move out.
Do you want her to stay?
Not really.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, pretty,
So
pretty
let it
simple.
go.
Yeah.
If someone wants to run from
That's
your
it, bro.
life,
What are you trying to do? Like,
can go.
what are you trying to do? Hold on to her for no reason
No.
and make her hold on to you for no reason?
No, not at all. I never said that. I never.
Well, yeah. Well, I know that you never said that, but it's like that's the other option.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be here, she doesn't want to be here. Then
Let her free.
what the fuck are you guys doing?
you
Yeah.
don't want to create no Stockholm syndrome.
No. And she
No, you
said
don't want to be like that kind of guy.
Stockholm syndrome. That's interesting that you said that because she fucking said that she felt like she was kidnapped.
Oh no, that's dangerous.
I'm like, dude, you can leave at any time.
Exactly.
You know.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful.
No, dude. I'm so glad you're that you're here, Sebastian.
I'm sorry,
I'm so glad you're here.
brother. I'm so glad to be here.
Here's what I want to know, Sebastian. How come your English is not improving?
Because I was not born to speak English.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
My Spanish is improving.
Isn't or
Yeah.
is?
Pasa away.
What?
Pasa away. Que pasa away.
Oh, ¿qué pasa, güey?
Yeah. Que pasa away.
What's up?
What's up,
Yeah.
you
yeah,
castrated bull?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the direct translation to English. Yeah.
Que pasa just means what's up.
Way is
It's an animal.
is a castrated bull. Yeah. That's what Hispanic people like. Hey, way. Pinche way.
Well, it depending what area.
Frito Lay.
No way.
Frijoles?
Way.
Frito Lay way.
Frito Lay. You Frito Lay way. Yeah.
It's like-
Chip eating castrated bull.
Frijole.
Yeah, if it's a lady, it's way, yeah.
Where do you use your Spanish? You still use that day to day?
Spanish?
Yeah.
Mostly when I text with my daughter, when I talk to her, yeah, Spanish.
Constanza's Spanish. She knows English, of course, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
she knows both, yeah, and yeah, it's
But
with her that
you communicate in Spanish with your daughter.
I try to. She asked me to, so that's,
Oh, that's
very
cool.
sweet.
Oh,
That
cool.
is
dude.
sweet.
Nice. I'm
Sweet.
trying to learn, man. I'm trying to learn. I have the guy I'm working with. He's from Venezuela, so
Nice.
very little English, and I know a little Spanish just being from Colorado. So we've been able to communicate. He's trying to teach me. I'm trying to learn, but definitely slow going.
Yeah, or human communication is 90% non-verbal.
True. Yeah. True.
Yeah, you can.
But that other 10% is a real bitch. When it's like I don't know what you're trying to say, what you're trying to do, and you're also like talking basically gibberish into my ears, and we're trying to like drop a hot tub. It's like this is it's like all right, So that 10% could turn into a bitch.
Yeah, but you know what? You should be
Did you know English before you came to the States?
words, very basic.
Just a little.
Yeah, in South Africa, it was like when I was exposed to English, like, whoa, pretty, like, 100%. Like,
What, you were like 5, 6, 7?
in my age
Yeah.
at that time, I was 11, yeah. So my brother was like 17 or 16 years old.
Oh, you were alive. Okay.
Yeah, but their English was very with a different accent to the British or from here. From here is multiple accents.
Dude, so I talked to Rodrigo about these things, and I'm like, because Carlos is from Venezuela, and like, what I know from Colorado is Mexican Spanish, But in Venezuela, it's not exactly the same, especially they leave S's out of a lot of things. So like, que pasa is que pa, it's just, that's it, And I'm talking to Rodrigo, I'm like, it's kind of like, I guess if you went to a different state and, like they talked over in Louisiana, and then Rodrigo said it perfectly. He was like, it's more like if you go to a different English speaking country, like, and that's basically what he was saying. He's like, dude, Mexico's a country, Venezuela's a country. They both speak Spanish, but like it's different,
Different regions.
And like you even as an English speaking person, maybe I go to Mozambique or South Africa or Australia or even England. Like there's words. It's like, the fuck are you trying to say to me?
What do you think about a universal language?
Non-verbal.
Non-verbal?
Non-verbal.
It's in Revelations.
A universal language? I mean,
universal currency, universal language.
Yeah, I guess it's globalist shit. I don't know.
Universal
probably
language.
Coming. Yeah,
it breaks down all the walls, all the barriers, because it's like, dude, if I could communicate with you in Spanish, I would prefer to, because that's where you think in Spanish, right?
Not necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot in both language. Languages. Yeah.
Because your vocabulary is better in Spanish, I'm assuming.
It's more extensive. It's more expressive.
Yeah, expressive. See, and that's a good way to put it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I would love to speak with you in your native tongue, because that's fucking you, man. I mean, this is you, obviously, but I don't know.
Yeah. I think Spanish or Portuguese are a lot more expressive than English.
You know Portuguese too?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. In Mozambique, they are a Portuguese colony.
Oh, no shit. No shit.
Yep. Portuguese is beautiful. It's such a beautiful, attractive language.
Yeah, Brazilian language is Portuguese.
Yeah. In Brazil they speak Portuguese, but it's very different to the Portuguese from Portugal or the Portuguese from Angola or Mozambique.
Okay.
Yeah.
Different dialects and
different accents, different words. For example, in Brazil, second floor they say segundo piso. In Portugal they say segundo andar. In Mozambique they say segundo andar. So segundo piso is sounds like Spanish. So the Portuguese, at least I know in Mozambique they call the Portuguese from Brazil the bad Portuguese.
It's like French and Spanish combined, isn't it?
It's like a mix of French. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
It's
French
Latin.
and Spanish.
It's a Latin language, right? Yes, it was French and Spanish is definitely a Latin language. Yeah.
Like a mix of Spanish and French. Yeah. And actually, the Portuguese from Portugal. When I was in Portugal years ago, it's like I felt a little bit lost. It was very hard to understand. It was very French, strong French accent.
Dude, I want to go to Portugal so bad.
Portugal is the future.
This guy that I'm working with is moving to Portugal with his wife.
Why?
He just wants to get out of America, and his wife is on visa, and it's almost expired or something. So they just want to.
Is she from
get
Portugal?
out of town. I think she's. I don't know where she's from. She's European, somewhere in Europe. I don't know exactly where she's from. But.
Yeah, Portugal is the future.
Is it? What do you mean by that? How?
I mean, they are just such a. I don't know. When I was in Mozambique, my best friend, he was Muslim, from a Muslim family, and he always told me he escaped from the north side of Africa to the south side. They walked for months with his family, escaping of the Taliban. So when they arrived to Mozambique, they traveled to Portugal. And somehow he say he had the time of his life in Portugal. They went back to Mozambique, and he said that Portugal was the beautiful place in the world, the most perfect place ever that he ever experienced,
Yeah.
My friend his name was Suleiman. So I always ask him, like, why do you say that? If they invade countries in South America, I mean Brazil, in South America, countries in Africa, and they killed so many people in the name of the crown, the queen. And he said, well, right now Portugal is just beautiful and perfect. So when I was there, I was able to. I always have that question in my head, since I was a child. While he would say that, and actually Portugal, during the Second War, they were impartial. So they opened the doors for everybody during the Second World War. And it was a green light to get into the country because they were opening to help people. They were the first country one of the first countries in the world where the regular people of the country decide to liberate an African country of the empire, of their colonization. Because they had a revolution in the 70s against the power in Portugal, the regular people, the workers, the farmers. And they decide to liberate the African countries. And that's badass. That's say, who are the people from there? Like they wanted freedom for the African countries. Yeah. That, for me, say a lot. They went down, the Portuguese society, and they went up with hard work. Yeah, they want to be independent of the European Union. Such a cool place. They know how to have fun.
And a cool band too, Portugal the Man.
I heard the name before in the past, but I don't know the music.
You gotta check it out.
Good music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I gotta visit. I want to travel more, man. I want to travel more.
You never been there to Portugal?
I've never been to Portugal.
Have you been out of the country ever?
Yeah, I've been out of the country. I've been to Israel. I've been to Panama, Jamaica. Yeah.
So how was Israel?
Israel was badass, man. You could feel the energy there.
What kind?
There's a holiness. There's a divine energy there. Like when you're at the wall, the Wailing Wall. It's just like people are praying, and you could tell that it's been taking place for so long that this energy just keeps hitting that place every day, strongly, every single day. And what do you want?
Yo quiero cerveza, por favor.
Well, that was David's worst interruption of the night. Worst interruption of the night.
But the only one too. And I got my mouth right on that mic too.
He had to get it, He's got to get it out of the way. No, I just I enjoyed Israel a lot, and I want to go back. Kiev, Tel Aviv.
So as a tourist, do you go there as a tourist?
Yeah, I went with this. It was called Birthright. So it's like if you're under 25 and you're Jewish, you can go to Israel, and they pay for you to go.
Sounds pretty pro-Semitic.
They show you around.
It's a little bit divisive.
Well, they want to connect the Jewish people, and they want you to connect in like.
So, would you guys leave America if you had the option? You got all the money in the fucking world. Where are you going? You hate it here?
I like it here. I would go. I'd like to check out Italy because I think that's just sexy as hell.
For sure, especially with all the money in the world, just nap all day.
And I would go back to Israel for sure because that's like I feel like some next level shit's gonna go down in Israel.
What if Israel was located in Ghana? Would you like to go there?
In Ghana?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Well, first, before Israel was located in Israel, the two options was Argentina and Ghana. They didn't know what was a better option, but, these Ukrainian guys, they say that area of the world, where Israel is located now, it should be located the country of Israel. What if it was in Ghana? Have you ever been to Ghana or Africa?
No, never.
Or Argentina?
I'd like to go.
I've been to Argentina. Argentina is
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Is dope.
Beautiful place.
That's where Hitler went, right?
A lot of Nazis went to hide there, and actually a lot of refugees, Jewish refugees after the Second War, they went to Argentina.
I heard there's like German towns in Argentina, just like the whole town is just set up like decked
Dude, I've
out,
seen
fully
pictures.
German,
I've seen
like,
pictures of like this is allegedly like Hitler in this town, like
in the south of
old.
Chile.
Yeah.
It's an entire city, the city of Frutillar, where everything is in German, everybody's blonde, huge,
Crazy.
tall.
Yeah. Like,
And-
whoa, talk about putting your footprint on a place. Jesus
Brother,
Christ.
they were, not all of them, they were members of the, nationalist party
Yeah.
in Germany.
Mhm.
A lot of them, they were refugees too, but yeah, they had, actually, the Chilean government gave to one of the right hands of Hitler a giant piece of land called the, what was the name of this community? I forgot from the top of my...
Dude, it's nuts what we don't know about the end of World War II, dude. Like, we just know what, like, the lies they've told us. None of them are true. Like,
About what?
about the end of World War II or the Nazi regime.
How it actually ended?
How it
or-
actually ended. What actually
it still
happened.
continue. I mean, they are super alive. Those
They're super
assholes.
alive, bro.
Like it never even fucking ended.
No, I mean, it continues somehow.
Like, it's like they spread it. It's almost like if there's a pile of shit on this table.
Yeah, I like to have the windows open because there's life outside in the alley. Sometimes you hear sirens, sometimes you hear life in the alley, but it's kind of nice. It's natural. It brings life to the
Yeah.
podcast.
Like, if there's a
sound-
pile of shit on this table, and like that's the Nazi party in World War II, and like this is probably the best way to put it, and non-conspiratorial. Say you just take a fist to that pile of shit, bam!
put a big fan and shut
You
fire
just
away.
spread all that shit everywhere,
Yeah.
and you can clean up what your fist was on, but now there's just that shit.
So what are you
360
saying?
degrees
What
around.
are you saying?
Like a
We've been
tumor.
lied to about the end of World War II.
Okay. Yeah.
About the Nazi regime. I mean, it's very
What?
obvious because the U.S. brought these guys in. I mean, that's like the scientists, the atomic bomb. Einstein was a fucking Nazi.
Einstein
You
was
know,
not a Nazi, dude.
Definitely.
Einstein,
Who do you think? Who do you think?
Einstein was part of the tribe, dude.
Who do you think?
Stein. It wasn't Einstein.
My great grandpa owned the Beerwald Bank of Germany. Jews financed the Nazi Party until it became, we're gonna kill Jews, and then he fled, and now we don't have any money. The bank was fucking bankrupt and all that
That's
shit.
why
man.
you always. That's why
There
you.
was a lot of Jews behind Hitler in the beginning.
Sure. You hear that train? That's nice, right?
Yeah.
That's nice.
This is the only city.
love the
This is
sound of
the
the
only
train.
city I've been in where you hear a train.
That's beautiful. I love, dude. I want to jump a train. I want the footage you can get on a train. Can you imagine going through the wilderness and like, because it's off the beaten track. I mean, you
You
just
don't need to jump it. You could just buy an Amtrak ticket and go.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the responsible way to do it.
If you can.
If you're gonna
Yes, if
afford
you're
it, if
able
you're
to
gonna,
buy-
if
yeah.
you're gonna afford it.
Yeah,
If you have the
or if you can
privilege.
get it, bro, because like the California Zephyr that goes from like Denver, its next stop's Glenwood, and then it goes to Grand Junction. You can't get that ticket because it's tourists. You going through the mountains, like that's a hard ticket to get.
Sure.
But it's still just straight Amtrak.
That's
You're
why you
still on
jump.
a
That's why you
train.
jump the train.
A freight train,
Yeah, you just jump it like
God.
like a hobo, man.
Like in
I,
Rio.
I wanted to do that.
in the summer maybe.
I
or
wanted to
spring.
do that, man, so
Like
bad. But
surfing?
it's I got to stay out of trouble though. I can't be getting in
What trouble?
trouble.
They're gonna say, get off that train.
Well, trespassing, or you end up in a train yard or some shit. I don't know. You're not supposed to. It's illegal to jump trains. It's fucking illegal.
That would be like finding Jesus in 2 seconds. You say you want to go surfing on top of a train?
Yeah, imagine the
No,
footage.
he wants to jump into a car.
Well, yeah, and ride the top on it too. Ride at the top of them too.
No.
Yeah, the footage would be great.
There would be a more non-troglodyte way of going to the other side.
Troglodyte.
If you
Like-
buy an Amtrak, the
Troglodyte.
other thing is,
No.
me and this guy built railroad, and he's like, I want to jump a train.
We should
You want
ask
to know
for
what I want to
euthanasia.
do? I want to stay the fuck away from trains moving.
Yeah,
I'm not-
It's better just an injection.
Dude, we would stand next to that rail. You would be, it's like, I mean, dude, these are, I don't know. Would you rather get hit by a jumbo jet or a train?
Any of those.
Like-
I mean, a train just because of that. I got history with trains.
Yeah, I guess.
But
You're
what
going to die either way.
What if? No. Did you guys hear about that lady in 97 or 98 Avenue? and you know the end line that go to the
I
side
read
of
just
Turkey?
last week.
What
It
happened?
destroyed her legs. She wanted to find Jesus. She wanted to go to the other side.
Okay.
A
And
train hit
unfortunately-
somebody. It was like a week or two ago, right? A
Yeah.
light rail. Yeah.
On Friday,
Pedestrian versus light rail.
very close to where I live.
Oh, I thought it was just a homeless.
It was a lady that wanted to find the other side, and unfortunately she didn't. But it messed up her legs.
So she survived, and now she just
Now
isn't.
she's paraplegic.
Oh well, that's a shame.
Yeah, it sucks because
Everything
she should
happens
have
for a
the
reason.
right to ask for an injection
Well,
and go to their
the
side with
reason
dignity.
is-
That's actually a thing right now. That's actually that's a thing right now, isn't
It's
it?
a human right. Should be a human right.
To kill yourself?
Assisted
Assisted
suicide.
suicide?
Assisted
to
suicide.
die with dignity, the way that
I mean,
you
I
want
think
to
that's
die.
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, I'm
Of
not.
course.
I don't disagree with it. And for anybody who has a terminal condition,
Yeah, or chronic, maybe. Yeah, yeah.
I think like chronic depression should not count.
You
Okay.
guys,
Well, why? But I mean, I get. Well, whatever.
But I guess look, if, the
Who's
other,
to
the,
say
the
what
other,
counts
the
and
other
what doesn't
side of
count?
the
If you
other
wanna
side
kill
of that,
yourself-
the other side of that is if you really want to kill yourself, you're gonna do it. It's the same thing with abortion. If you really want an abortion, you're gonna fucking do it.
you
It's the
should
same
have
thing
the
with
right.
drugs. If you really want those drugs, you're gonna find them.
sure.
If you really want that gun, you're gonna get it. If you really want to kill that person, you're gonna make it happen.
So what are you saying?
but it's not your right to take other person's life, right?
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Maybe yours, but you should do it with dignity because it's your life.
Why is there more dignity in hanging yourself like Hunter S. Thompson or Robin Williams did, or going into a little chair that robs you of your oxygen and suffocates you and,
Because you
and
will
kills
do
you
it
that way?
You will die with dignity, with no pain, no slow. It will be the quickest, fastest
I always think
way to die.
I always think about the cleanup afterwards.
That's dirty.
Somebody else has to take care of it.
It's the cleaner.
The cleaner, somebody's got to come in. So that's my thing. Is like, I mean,
The quickest, fastest way to kill yourself is to put a bullet to your head and fucking pull the trigger.
But someone
well,
have
yeah,
to clean
but it's
the mess.
messy. It's messy,
Yeah.
and where are you gonna do it? And it's fucking close cast.
What about
That's
the family
worst,
member?
That's the most selfish way to kill yourself.
What about the
So
family
the most-
member
the
that have to
mo-
recognize
Let's
you?
talk about that.
The
Let's talk
most
about
the
that.
most famous people that kill themselves always hang themselves.
Or
Robin Williams, Hunter S. Thompson. Think about the iconic people that kill
Yeah.
themselves. They hang themselves.
What about Cobain? He shot himself in the head with the shotgun.
I mean, we could argue whether it was him or somebody else, but yeah, sure.
Okay, so iconic. So you're all right. So you're gonna hang yourself?
I'm talking about Hunter S. Thompson, Robin Williams. Who else hung themselves? The guy in the hotel room in Oregon from the band. Who was that?
Black Hole Sun.
Yeah. From Soundgarden.
I don't fucking know. I didn't think he was that cool. Everybody got all bent out of shape.
Well,
when
he hung himself, and
I forget his name, but
But
yeah.
you know, it's easy for us to judge that, you know. But we were not in their
It's not-
shoes, you know.
it's not-
Is they cannot talk for themselves, you know, about what was their problem, their situation. I mean, it's hard to judge from. I mean, it's easy to judge, but we don't know what they were feeling. They had the big balls to do what they did.
I just like you could go so hard, you could do anything. If you're gonna kill yourself, go rob a bank. Go fucking do anything. Go travel. Go do anything. Try something.
But if you want to die, you should have the right to die
I agree with you. I agree.
without pain and with dignity.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Just the way that you were born.
Yeah.
Die
yeah, that's
without-
fine. I mean, I really have no problem with it. It's not the way I would want to go, and I do believe that somebody told me this one time. If you kill yourself, you're stuck here for eternity. You're stuck in this realm for eternity. You're never gonna leave.
But
So-
how they prove that?
I think that you're.
Well, you can't
you're-
prove that.
I
It's
think
just a
you're
belief. Yeah.
It's a belief.
I think you're stuck here no matter what. And you know what else? I think it might have something to do with if you have kids. Then that also makes you stuck here
Yeah, there's something powerful about kids
because
because
it keeps your DNA going.
I've also been told that aliens won't abduct you unless you have kids, and they give you the option to go or not.
What?
What?
What kind
Just saying that.
That's some crazy QAnon crazy
What
shit.
do you
dude.
hear that in a
Sean
Fox?
Sean told me that.
Well, if Sean if Sean said
You
it,
know Sean?
He's from
Yeah.
Florida.
No, he's from Chicago.
Sean said it.
Sean Harrison. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, Sean Harrison.
Yeah,
What
he
did he
was
say
telling
to
me
you? Can you repeat that, please?
So Matt is pretty connected to extraterrestrials, his brother, right? So they were
Oh,
telling me
you
they
say
they,
Matt, not
no,
Sean.
Matt and Sean were there, and I was talking to both of them. They were up there camping in the woods, up there near Gold Hill, And Matt would go up there to see aliens. And the aliens came down. They fucking saw him. He came down and they asked Matt, do you want to come with us? But they only asked him because he was the only guy there with kids. And it's not like...
How do you...
It's not like speaking.
Did he say that to you?
It's this. Sean has told me this. Yes, he's confirmed it. Yeah.
Sean said it.
And Matt, yeah.
So it's like
And
those
Matt.
people that wrote the Bible that say that some spirit told them some messages and they wrote it down, right?
Yeah.
Like people that talk to God.
Yeah. It could have been God. It could have been aliens. Just a higher energy.
Do you think that Sean would lie about something like that?
No.
Like, what's the purpose?
Okay,
He's
so what happened?
Very trustful person.
He talked to the
He
aliens.
said no. Yeah.
So he could have gone with the aliens, and he said no.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Okay.
high on drugs?
No.
No?
So
Why he looking like that?
Because they're there.
dude, if aliens asked me to go with them, I would.
Would you?
Yeah.
For a
What if you had a kid?
Uh.
And that's why they only ask the ones with kids.
Yeah, if I had a kid, I'd still go.
Okay.
But
I
I
believe I would be able-
only say that because I don't have a kid, and I think I'd probably
hard to say.
I'd probably think differently if I actually had a kid. I probably wouldn't abandon my child.
Yeah, I would say no. I want to see the progress of my child. I want to be able to support my child in the future. We're going to run out of water. I want to be a warrior that can provide water for my child in the future.
Water, man.
Hopefully. That's
Water.
the reason of some of the wars right now, right? Some people say that.
Water is going to be like gold, man, and we take it for granted, and it's just coming out of the faucet, just, and you know, people are bathing in it, fresh water.
Brother, when
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck,
We're
dude?
so lucky to have
Yeah.
water.
We shit in it and then flush it.
Yeah, I mean it's unreal, and I mean it's more valuable than gold. It's right up there with air. You know, I mean it's nuts. Fresh water is, and it's finite.
It's
I
a
mean,
treasure.
Yeah.
You know, when I was in Mozambique, some of the kids in my class, they walked 3 hours somewhere far away to make a hole to find
Jesus
water.
Christ.
And that water, they have to travel 3 hours back to their home to do dishes, cook, their laundry.
Bathe, everything. Yeah, the
So
laundry.
it was like 6 hours without the time that they did that work, you know,
yeah.
to have water, you know. And we
It's a
have so much water there
And we
available
shit
for
in
us.
it.
It's a different life. It's a completely different life. It's like almost like the hunter's life. It's like that's your whole thing is I got to find food because I got to find food. I got to eat to survive. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to hunt all day long. When it's like if you've got to go down to the river 3 hours to go get your water, that becomes part of your life, a big part of your life. So that's like you're saying 6 hours round trip just for clean water. Well, it's a necessity. You need it to survive.
Yep.
And so that's part of your life. I mean, that's, dude, I mean, we're lucky. We're really fucking lucky, man.
Yeah, and we're so lucky, and we are such a big bitches about it. You know, that was the reason why Miami shocked me so much. You know, because it was all the electricity, all the lights on. You know, because
Vegas. I think about that when I go to Vegas.
yeah, I mean,
The
all
vanity.
those lights on means less water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have electricity because of water. You know, we generate electricity in order to have water. You know, it's fucked up.
It shouldn't be Miami that pisses you off because Miami has Lake Okeechobee, which is just a giant freshwater source. It should be Las Vegas that pisses you off because
Vegas,
they
dude.
have no water. Nobody should exist there. They steal
Yeah.
water from the Colorado River. That should be this state's
just
water.
piping in resources.
They just pipe in
It's-
resources for this land of sin.
It's totally, it's fucked, dude. But hey,
It's fucked. But you know what?
I kind of like it there.
Yeah, I mean,
It's kind of
sin
nice. You know, I'd
is-
like to perform there and, you know,
Yeah, I would like to. You know,
I would.
Yeah.
I'd choose Miami over Vegas 10 out of 10 times.
Oh,
Really?
brother.
Really? I think they're both cool.
You should be the vice president.
Me?
He
Yeah,
looks
of
like
Florida.
he looks like a
Of
vice president.
Florida?
Yeah, DeSantis' right hand.
I like Pueblo, Colorado.
You-
People told me I should be the mayor of Pueblo because I'm the
fuck
only
you.
person that likes it.
You need to be in Florida.
Oh my
You don't want to
God.
be. No. Colorado is.
It's like, what
It's
do you-
more futuristic. Come on, don't fuck it up.
imagine?
I asked you guys a question: where would you go if you had all the money in the world?
I said Italy.
I would stay right here in Colorado,
I like
and I would
America.
get 10 to 20 acres.
I'd get some land in the hills of California. I'd go to Cali for sure.
I'd get to the 20 acres right on the plains right here. Franktown.
How would you get the
Elizabeth.
land?
You buy it. If I had the money, you just go buy it. From
Just like
whoever
that?
owns it. Somebody owns it, and you just go buy it from them. But I would like to farm that land. I just think like the climate here in Colorado. Tell me anywhere in the world better.
Would you give it back to the original owners?
No, I wouldn't.
Why
Because I
not?
bought it and they didn't. And you know,
I mean, they were.
I mean, I
They
could I
stole
could
the
I could
land from
give
them.
I could give some percentage of something like some social justice bullshit, but
Like 1%?
I don't know what it is.
That's
dude.
bullshit.
You would get a farm
I don't
in Colorado.
I don't need to be rich. I need to be happy. And what makes me happy, I think, is going to be being rich enough to buy that land that was stolen
be a
in eastern
bitch.
Colorado.
So
to
you say,
farm,
you're the
to
biggest
farm,
bitch ever.
to farm. Because do you like eating a bunch of food that's filled with fucking myclobutanol and Avid and whatever else GMO fucking bullshit? Can I just want to have a farm that like creates clean beef for people to eat, clean chicken for people to
Yeah,
eat?
I could see that
clean
for you. I could
wheat.
see that for you for sure. That'd be cool, man.
No,
Yeah.
if you have to kick
Isn't that
out
the
some
way-
people from
Farmer
there,
Dave.
They've
That's
already
fucked
been
up.
they've already been kicked out. And look, man, I will
That's
allow
continue the colonialism.
one teepee per acre.
1 teepee per
Baby
acre.
bitch, you sound so fucking racist right now.
You could
Bitch.
you could
Yeah.
fit a family of 12 indigenous people on one teepee. I've done the math.
Fuck you.
20 acres. It's 240 indigenous peoples.
No,
Who else is doing
No.
that?
brother.
That's just a joke. That's just a joke. Come on.
It's
Fuck your
hilarious.
joke.
It's hilarious.
But no, that's what I would love. I wouldn't leave Colorado. I think this is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Okay,
the
so-
weather's great.
So you wouldn't leave. Okay.
love
If
Colorado.
you could go
dude.
anywhere,
if I had the money,
any-
this is where I would want to.
and this
spend
was
my
your
money,
question.
right
This was your question too that you brought up.
here. Yeah, I wouldn't leave.
To the podcast was, where would you guys go if you could go anywhere? You had all the money in the world. Because I would stay right here.
yeah, because
Okay,
what does
okay.
all the money in the world do for you in
Okay,
Colorado?
so where would you go?
Portugal.
Portugal. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I mean, Israel or Italy, but America. I like it. I like America. Fucking Cali, the hills of Cali. Fucking yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the longest we don't colonize, I think it's all good. But if we're gonna colonize and be gentrifiers and somehow be the reason why we create gentrification,
You can't be a Chilean male and say, fuck you colonizers, but when I get all my money, I'm going to go to Portugal.
brother, because
and I'm going to go colonize Portugal with my Chilean seed.
because they're open for people to come there, because they are conscious
So is
of the fucked up
America.
things that they did. They are
I
super
just-
conscious of what they did.
I just keep
like
thinking-
Germany. They're conscious of their
Germany is
fuck-ups.
not conscious of what they did. I
Brother,
hear a lot of that
actually-
Germany is like they would rather ignore it.
Germany was the first country in the world of the colonizers to accept and recognize the crimes out of their territory and to pay for their crimes.
They were forced to.
but
They
did.
feel bad
I
about
mean,
they
it.
did.
They feel
There
bad
is-
about the whole
It was
Nazi
shameful, yeah.
Holocaust
What other
thing.
country recognize that?
Yeah.
Their
yeah.
fuck ups.
Well, I mean, I think we kind of
I think
recognize it with
Ameri-
slavery.
I think
Recognize.
America's right there with slavery and
I'm sorry,
We recognize it, but I mean, maybe we don't.
brother. I mean,
how,
tell
dude,
me if there is recognition for the crimes from the U.S. government against the extermination of the African community here in the country. No, there is no recognition. There is not any kind of justice for that. It's impossible for them to have peace and to feel in calm and accept the fuck ups if there is no justice.
The Civil War was the first war fought in the entire world to end slavery in one country.
To end,
To end slavery.
okay.
That's what that entire war was fought over. This was the first country to fight a war like that.
And so what?
800,000
And
white
so
men,
what?
800,000 men from the north died
Yeah,
to
you brought
free
that
slaves.
up. Okay, so you brought that up last episode.
It's
like,
the
okay,
last.
that's fine.
It's the first
Imagine-
country to
Okay.
fight a war to
So,
end slavery.
let's pat
There
ourselves
are
on the back for
still-
that. Let's pat
still
ourselves on the back for that,
Still,
David.
200 years later,
Imagine this though.
slavery exists, and it exists maybe more profoundly now than it ever has.
Well, I
And
don't
you
know
have
about
people.
that, but
Look at China.
But why we have to go so far, and why
How
we have to
many
put fingers in
people are
other countries?
enslaved in China?
Yeah, but just think about our borders just here.
Just imagine. You're just
Our
like...
borders here are so dependent on China's exports and their slave labor. It's almost like...
So we still do business with them, right?
Yeah, we do.
Somehow we
And
are
that's fucked.
criminals. Yeah, that make us criminals. Make the U.S. government a criminal, perpetual invader, criminal government. All of them.
All right, imagine you're farming.
Even
You're hanging
Clinton.
out with your dad. You're just on the farm. You're like collecting, like hay and stuff, and you're kicking it with your horse and your dad. And then like some massive ship comes up. And you see this massive ship. You've never seen anything like it. And just a whole bunch of guys with a different color skin. They grab you and your family and all your neighbors and all this fucking...
Do you really think that's how it happened?
I mean, slavery. How did it happen?
Who do you think was selling the slaves from the western shores of Africa?
Somebody...
You
came
think it
in-
was white men from America selling the slaves from the western shores of Africa?
All I'm saying is the
They
idea...
were the ancestors of the Americans.
They came over in ships and just collected people and then brought them to
Because
America.
there was a trade going on.
I mean, sure.
was traffic.
Sure. I'm just saying, just the idea of that is just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Like, because freedom's huge, man.
You think when you roll up to a Burger King, they're just slinging cheeseburgers for everybody? Or you think there's a reason you roll up to that Burger King?
what the
Because
fuck
they've
are
been
you talking about,
because
David?
they've been slinging cheeseburgers to everybody.
What?
White
you
white people were not selling slaves from Africa. That's the point I'm trying to get to. Africans were selling slaves from Africa to white people, from white plantation owners from America.
Okay. Well, okay.
So it was not white plantation owners or ship owners or whatever just rolling up to the coast of Africa and just
You don't think-
wrangling with giant nets,
You don't think-
hundreds and hundreds and thousands of Africans.
You don't think there
and
was any
putting
of
them
that?
on a boat?
You don't think there was any of that?
Huh?
You don't think there was any of that?
No, man.
You don't think any of that happened?
There was a slave trade.
You don't think there was any nets? You don't think there was any?
No.
And that's make
There was
it better?
Yeah, that makes it better. Yeah, exactly.
There
yeah.
was change.
that.
So what? It was black on
No,
black crime.
it was
so that
awful.
makes
It was awful shit. But I just think that the misinterpretation of we rolled our boats up, got off the boats, and went and chained these people up is factually false.
Okay,
What happened
I'm
is
willing to entertain that. That's
we
fine.
rolled our boats up. There was a slave trade going on, and it was African people selling Africans to these people.
So
like they were
black on black crime.
I guess if you want to call it that.
That's so troglodyte.
It's not
Dude, can we
troglodyte.
look up?
It
All right,
is.
just for a second, can we please have my bitch look up troglodyte really fast?
I already did.
This is like to
Hey,
believe, for
will you
example,
define troglodyte, please?
Certainly. A troglodyte refers to a person who is regarded as being deliberately ignorant or old-fashioned, or it can also describe a prehistoric cave dweller.
yeah.
It's often used metaphorically to criticize someone's behavior or beliefs.
I mean, old
Is there
school
anything
shit.
else you're curious about?
Dave, thank you, baby, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Dude, Dave, you're total troglodyte, man.
Fucking troglodyte.
What, dude? It's such a sensitive topic. You got to be so careful about it. Everything I said was a fact, and I don't want to go into it.
I'm sorry,
any
but
further.
how that was a fact, for example,
No, I believe you. I believe you. That's fine. Yeah.
that's your true, which is absolute, but that doesn't mean that was what really happened. I mean,
Or the only way it happened.
exactly. There is different realities, and maybe that's the reality of
Okay, so
some
let's
people
stop worrying
and their-
about
and their-
slavery from 250 years ago. Let's worry about the
No,
slavery
bitch.
now.
Okay.
I mean,
present day
it's
slavery.
totally related.
How many items of clothing are on you that say "Made in China"?
Probably all of them.
Probably.
Yeah.
Who do you think made these clothes?
Who made it?
So who's in
Little
charge?
ones,
So
little
who's
ones.
so who's in charge of the slave trade now?
Brother, all governments, right? I mean, they make the laws, the corporation, they work together. They made the law, the people in power, the capital, the neoliberalism.
But why such the strong discontent for white people for slavery from 250 years ago that white people fought to end, but
Why?
no strong discontent But
I mean, that doesn't mean
I'm
shit.
listening. I'm listening. Keep
But
going.
no strong discontent for the slavery that continues to happen. But you put the clothes on your back. You put the products on your back.
Baby girl. Let's be
Baby
straight.
girl.
Baby bitch. I'm gonna call you
Come
fucking baby bitch.
on, dude.
Such a bitch you are.
Nah, I'm not. I'm
the
not.
biggest bitch ever.
No, a bitch wouldn't look you in the eye and say these things, man.
I mean, brother.
That's a good point.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? The good point.
A bitch wouldn't look you in the eye and say these things. You know, I'm a man that stands by my word. I'm a man that believes in my convictions. So I am not a bitch.
And that
You can call me baby girl,
And that's
but-
what I think make us friends, right?
yeah, absolutely. You're still sitting here, so am I.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you are less bitch. You're a fucking big bitch. I mean,
I don't want to call you a bitch.
that's okay. I'm the queen.
I
of
know
the
the
bitches,
word. I
you
know the word.
Punta.
What
Is
the
it
word?
grande puto?
What?
Sebastian es grande puto.
Well, that it can have like many different.
Okay.
How you say? Many different
Meanings.
synonyms. Or
Sebastian es a
synonyms?
grande pendejo.
No, pendejo nunca. Never.
Never an
Do you know
asshole.
what is a pendejo in South America?
An asshole, right?
A pubic hair.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, or someone
That's good to know.
of young age.
I thought it was asshole.
Pendejo.
Well, that's
In Mexico?
In Mexico, or maybe I think in Ecuador they also use that.
Venezuela, Carlos
Maybe
uses
Venezuela,
pendejo.
in Colombia maybe also.
Yeah.
In Chile at least, pendejo,
It's a pubic hair?
It's a pubic hair.
Just
In
a
Argentina,
single, just
is
one,
someone young.
just one single pubic hair.
Un pendejo. Pendejos is a jungle, a plural.
It's a
right?
bush. It's a bush. We're finally talking about bush, dude.
The good butch,
Yeah.
not the bad one. Fuck the bad one.
Mucho pendejo.
You want to talk about the bad butch?
Mucho pendejo means a bush, right?
Yeah, like all of them together.
I'm not mad at the bush. You know.
No, bush is coming back. You know?
The longest is a good butch.
Yeah.
Fuck the bad butch.
Yeah.
I mean,
you want it to be well kept. I mean,
what? Oh, you guys are talking about the bad butch?
we're not talking about Bush Jr. or Bush Senior.
Who's bush?
We're
I'm
talking-
talking about like the triangle.
The pubic hairs.
Yeah.
Los
Yeah.
pendejos.
The
The
pendejos. The
pendejos,
pendejos. Yeah,
but
the jungle.
es mucho pendejos on mamacita.
That was like the most gringo thing I've ever heard.
mucho pendejos en la mamacita.
Baby girl.
Chupa mi verga, you know what I mean? I'll put it right there.
Baby girl. No, don't talk like that.
I fucking love you guys. I'm really glad that you're both here.
Yeah.
Baby girl, when you talk like that, it makes me want to slap you in your flat ass dirty Dave. Racist bitch. Trump puto supporter. What a bitch you are. Like, what a bitch you are. Let's go back to the ring. Ping, 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 ping,
The
ping.
ring. Let's get into the octagon.
Yeah, baby girl.
Sebastian con David.
The con.
Le octagon.
Who would win in a fight between you two?
Sebastian for sure.
No, but let's think about a fight, a smart fight. Not physical. Fuck the physical fight.
Okay, I like this. Where's
Right.
this going? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it like the futuristic kind of fight. Not troglodyte, right?
Not troglodyte.
Because we're humans
We're
that
cla- we're-
create
yeah.
robots, right?
Yeah, we're classy.
Exactly. We are into a cult phase of our history, you know, like a cult, C-U-L-T, like the cult.
Cult,
Not that,
yeah.
not that we
That's
wanna
how
be a
religions
cult.
are made, baby.
No, but I mean a cult like a more full of knowledge, that we are more full of information, and make us people with more power, right? When we have more information.
Yeah, knowledge is power. It sounds
Exactly.
cliche, but it's real, dude.
But it's true.
It's fucking
And
real,
not
dude.
everybody have the access to that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because time is money, but knowledge is power.
Exactly. It's incredible the things that you can do in life when you have knowledge, you know. And
Yeah.
and the beauty about that is that we can share that with other human beings, right?
Yeah.
Or we can be big bitches and not share that with other people.
And
Keep
I-
it to ourselves.
I think earlier when we were talking about like if happiness, what brings you happiness, and if that could like bring you wealth, you know, that interplay between that, I think it would be teaching. I think sharing knowledge is and sharing wisdom is huge because it makes you feel good.
Fuck yeah, education.
Yeah. I like that a lot because I like to have a mentor. I like to receive the knowledge, but I also think it's like up to me, and it's like part of my responsibility to then transfer that knowledge on to the next generation. That's just how it goes. Like next week we're gonna have this kid on. He's a sound engineer, really good guitarist, but he's a Gen Z. He's from Generation Z. I guess he's younger than us, but it's like I feel like I'm trying to teach him. And you guys were calling each other bitch and being very playful, and that's men do that, and that's fine. But he was calling me. I had to put this kid in check. Sure, thanks. No, it's just it's. I don't even want to get into it. It's just teaching. Teaching. I'd like to get into that.
Yeah. The worst enemy. You know who is the worst enemy?
What?
Ignorance. The lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
That's the worst enemy in our society.
And yourself can be your worst enemy too.
Exactly. But
lack of knowledge.
Yeah, like lack of education. I mean, ignorance is the worst enemy. Yeah, and the power, unfortunately, doesn't want us to have their knowledge.
But they also say ignorance is bliss, though.
Why?
Well, because it's like, there's a lot of heavy shit out there, and if you are just ignorant and you just are kind of like a dandelion floating in the breeze, you're oblivious to it.
I mean, every human being is ignorant, right? Because we don't know everything, right?
Yeah.
We ignore so many things.
Yeah.
Your reality, we're ignorance.
It's almost part of it, like it's part of the design. Like we can't,
Exactly.
we wouldn't be able to focus on everything. It's too much, almost. It would be too much.
Yeah, we are, all of us, ignorant somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ignore so many things. But it's good to recognize that we are ignorant, because that way we can continue learning and be opening to listen to others. Because tolerance, it will be base of society, right? To have a peaceful world where we can live together, independent of our beliefs.
Yeah. I would love that.
It would be utopic, maybe.
Just peace. Just a peaceful world. No more fighting.
No, recognizing all crimes, yeah. Sure.
There would be no need for crimes.
Exactly.
If everybody was taken care of,
be conscious of what is a fuck up, right?
Yeah.
There's countries where they don't have police because they don't need it, because they are rational fuckers,
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't need that. They are peaceful people. Where Iceland? No, Iceland. I think Cuba, the regular people, or Costa Rica.
They don't have any police.
I mean, they don't have the resource, to pay to police.
Oh, so they would if they could. They would if they could.
But people are so conscious that if you fuck your neighbor, fuck.
They're self-governed.
Take recognition of that. Say, I fuck up.
There's probably some type of mob or mafia in charge as well to keep it protection.
That's from your point of view, baby girl.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. From my point of view, it's my opinion.
You're a dirty bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, I ain't no baby bitch.
No, I see you're a dirty bitch.
I do think that arrogance, if I could, or ignorant, like status, if I could like put my 2 cents in, like red pilled, blue pilled from the Matrix, choose your pill. You want to know everything, or do you want to be happy and content with everything that's happening and you know nothing about it? So where's your ignorance? Those people that took that blue pill will tell the people that took the red pill that they're ignorant and they have no idea what they're talking about. The people that took that red pill will know that they know what they're talking about and look down on the blue pilled people, right? So, who's right, who's wrong? What world do you want to live in? Do you want to know how dark the world is, or do you just want to survive in the world?
Would you take the red pill or the blue pill?
I've already taken the red pill.
You've already taken the red pill. I think I would take the red pill too. You take the red pill?
Which one is that?
Well, it's like in the Matrix. It's like, do you want to know what's really happening and kind of like get unplugged?
Do you want to live in the Matrix, or do you want to see the Matrix?
I would like to keep my feet on the ground.
You want to just live in the Matrix?
In the reality, in the tangible, because I think we should believe in human beings, right? In the reality, in what we can touch and see.
Do you want to know the truth of the reality, or do you want to live in what reality is laid out for you that may be lies, but it's comfortable. I mean, that's basically where I'm going. Is that the right way to put it? You know?
I would like to go out of my comfort.
You would like to go out of your comfort zone.
I mean, every immigrant person is an immigrant because they are out of their comfort zone.
Would you like to know the truth or not?
The truth is tangible.
Do you want to know the truth?
Of course.
Well, the truth is...
Or not?
There's a truth to a blue-pilled person. There's a truth to a red-pilled person. Those are two separate truths.
And it's different to the reason. The reason is absolute.
Well, it's different to their perspective. If you're a blue-pilled person...
What is the blue pill? It's
okay,
like
so
some kind of ecstasy.
It's nothing like that. I present to you right now. I present to you right now a blue pill and a red pill, and this is for you to move forward.
Okay.
Do you want to take the red pill or do you want to take the blue pill?
What are the difference?
The red pill is going to show you. It's going to take you to the outside and show you how reality is reality. The red pill is going to take you to show you what creates reality, and the blue pill is going to allow you to just live in reality.
You described that so horribly.
Well, you go.
That shit was confusing. I'm barely...
Do you want to know how shit works and the evil shit that's going on, or do you just want to live in the evil shit that's going on? Because you know evil shit's going on. You know the pedophilia is going on. You know the elite are fucking warmongering, pedophilic, fucking satanic maniacs.
I'm a satanic. And I'm a maniac. What you have against my people?
He's blue-pilled, you see?
No, I'm a satanic. I believe in Satan, and I'm a maniac. And I think you are too, baby bitch.
I think we're all red pill. We're all red pill guys.
All right.
Yeah, I'm red of the red party. Are you a red party kind of guy? No, not the red.
We're from different red parties.
Yeah, the red party of the workers. You're the red party of the capital, right?
He's the red party of like the flushed skin, like from drinking.
Yeah, I've drank that much. Yeah, red.
Is that red because you love the color of that, or
color rojo? Yeah.
Like the colors of China, the place that you love so much? Are you that kind of red?
I have to live in my body. Red. I have to live in my body. I don't appreciate the racism. When my BAC gets to a certain level, my skin flushes red, you know, and there's nothing I can do about that, you know. I have to live in this body, man.
And you have to love it.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
You have to love it.
Yeah.
The more you love it, it's better, dude. It's better if you can love yourself, man. Then you're gonna find yourself a nice mate, you know, because they're gonna love you and they're gonna see that you love you, man.
And transparency to be who you are.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Look,
transparency will transport you in life without damage.
I'll visit you guys in Portugal.
Okay.
And you guys could visit me in Franktown, Colorado. You know, when we got our money.
The longest you didn't take that lamp from nobody.
As long as I didn't what?
Take that lamp from nobody.
Well, guys, I think I want to close out. This has been a really great podcast, but I'd like to try to do a loop, which we've never done before, but just like a little something like like not that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Something like a.
I like that. Do you have a CD player in that Mac? I like that. Do you have a CD player in that Mac? I like that. Do you have a CD player in that Mac?
Fasten your seatbelt.
I like that. Do you have a CD player in that Mac?
Fasten your seatbelt. Please fasten your seatbelt.
Fasten your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt.
This cat's looking at me weird.
Fasten your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt.
Be responsible.
Fasten your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt.
Be responsible.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Be
Fasten your
responsible.
seatbelt.
Be responsible.
You shouldn't have.
Please be responsible.
You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. Fortune Radio. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have.
Please fasten your seatbelt. Please fasten your seatbelt. Be responsible. Be responsible.